Hello and welcome everyone to Creatures in Corridors, the channel where we explore fantastic worlds, embark on daring adventures, and most importantly, play some Dungeons and Dragons. I'm your host, Russ the DM. Today we're returning to the mystical world of Strixhaven. Our party is a group of talented spellcasters who have just begun their studies at Strixhaven School of Magic. As they explore the vast campus, they'll encounter all sorts of challenges, including navigating relationships with other students, passing exams, and fending off rogue magical beasts. Will they master the arcane arts and become the most powerful spellcasters Strixhaven has ever seen? Or will they fall victim to the dangers that lurk around every corner? As always, we encourage our viewers to get involved in the adventure by chatting with us during the stream. Your feedback and suggestions could make all the difference in the fate of our characters. I'll be answering any questions during the mid-break and at the end of the session, so get those in now. Sit back, relax, grab your spellbook, and prepare to join us on a magical journey through the Creatures in Corridors. And I've got a surprise for y'all.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Dice some roll.
Oh, is this the
Cafeteria?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. You made this?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I made this on Dungeon Draft last night. You enter the freshman dorm's cafeteria through the high open archway, the large windows let in crimson morning light. You've been so caught up in the hustle and bustle of campus life that you scarcely notice the walls are adorned with all sorts of colorful murals depicting famous wizards and fantastic magical beasts. The cafeteria's main food stations are unusually still empty, where by now they'd already be brimming with a delicious smorgasbord. Your fellow freshmen line the long communal tables, talking in hushed voices as opposed to the typical lively coffee-fueled chatter that typically permeates the space. Rampart is also still...
Still the nurses.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Are we late for breakfast?
I don't know. The food should be here, but it doesn't appear to be here yet.
Let's ask somebody, I guess.
Go for it.
Yeah, you want to do it?
I'll follow
me?
you. Yeah, I'll follow you. Look,
Okay.
There's a guy right over there, Elix. You see where I'm pinging? That's where I'm pointing.
Yes. All right, I guess I'll head over there.
Or we could go talk to the other team. There's that
Too
girl with
late.
Okay. I just noticed the other team.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, and then the other team's on the bottom too.
So anyways, that was the... Huh? Yeah, what's up?
Are we late for breakfast?
Word on the street is, there is no breakfast.
No breakfast? Isn't it the most important meal of the day?
That's what I said.
I don't, what are we supposed to do then?
I don't know. It's kind of weird. It should be here by now, but it hasn't arrived. Usually it pops in at sunrise.
Oh,
Has anybody
Okay.
gone to an instructor to see what's going on?
They kind of look around at each other and they're like, "No, I don't think so. Well, we haven't. I haven't seen anyone."
okay. Well, I guess we will. I don't know.
Go investigate.
Hope. I don't know if there's anything to investigate. Um,
We can go find a teacher, see what's going on. Maybe whoever makes the breakfast is falling behind.
um, okay. Uh, I'll follow you.
Uh, yes, because I know where we might find a teacher at this hour, I think.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Or where might we find a teacher at this hour?
I have no idea. to the. To, surely there's like a building
Like a what?
where the instructors reside and stuff.
Yeah,
Everybody make a
probably
perception
at-
check for me real quick.
I'm sure that the teachers eat in their home.
Ah, it was almost an 18.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
I know.
And AoE spells. Alkaelin, you are pondering. You're kind of lost in thought, trying to figure out, where you might find a teacher or something. But Destiny and Alex, Alex,
Elix.
remind me again.
Elix.
Elix, god damn it. One of these days, I'm gonna get it. Elix.
Somebody has to have a name.
Elix,
And
like
somehow it's
Helix.
not Alkaelin.
I feel like I said this last week. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Elix, Mr. Gaffer, and Destiny. You guys look
Mr.
around the
Gaffer's
room.
my father.
Yeah, right. You guys look around the room, just looking for any clues to what could be going on. And towards the center of the room, you see there are two constructs similar to the ones that work around campus. These two seem to be responsible for maintaining the cafeteria, basically.
We could probably ask them.
Yes, they might know.
Huh? What? Sorry, I was lost in thought. Ask who? What?
The constructs
Two
over there.
automatons that take care of the cafeteria. Perhaps they know something.
Oh. Good point. I'll follow Destiny.
I'm just gonna go walk on over there. Excuse me?
Hello, miss.
Is there going to be breakfast this morning?
I'm terribly sorry, but it appears that the breakfast will not be arriving this morning. There has been some sort of incident, and I'm afraid I don't have more answers for you, and I apologize for this inconvenience. You're all growing young students and need food to stimulate your minds and bodies.
Hmm. Do we maybe want to eat somewhere else this morning?
I got a little something for you. So you walk over, and the Warforged server is this towering figure, nearly 7 feet tall, with broad shoulders and a sturdy metallic frame. Their exterior is made of polished metal, giving them a gleaming, reflective surface that shines in the light. Despite their opposing appearance, the Warforged server moves with a surprising grace and agility. They stand at attention with disgruntled poise, distinguished poise, sorry, one hand at their side and the other behind the small of their back. He did seem a bit disgruntled when he spoke earlier, though. And across from him on the other side of the table, you see an auto gnome as well. He's about 3 feet tall, and his body is made of this bronze-colored metal with a glowing furnace situated inside his chest. It's emanating a pleasant warmth. He has a smooth, rounded design, and his face sports a sizable dark steel mustache, and flashlight-like eyes peer at you from beneath a tiny bowler fixed to the top of their head. It's a little bit bigger of a...
Nice.
He's kind of cute. Ooh.
So,
God damn.
so how does the food get here? Does somebody make it and then it magically comes through the tables?
Precisely. It is brewed in the kitchen by our expert chefs, and then it is teleported here to the tables where it is served to you.
Well, are the chefs not able to cook, or is the kitchen itself not functional right now? Like, why is there no breakfast?
He looks around and he kind of like beckons you in closer and lowers his voice and he says, "Well, between you and me, when I went to the kitchen earlier to investigate the source of this mishap, a strange feeling came over me. I well, it's embarrassing to admit, but I begin to feel disoriented and confused, and suddenly I felt a sudden jolt of energy and blacked out. When I awoke, I was in the empty kitchen. No chefs or other wait staff in sight.
Huh.
Hmm.
Please keep this between you and I would hate for the teachers to decommission me.
Right. I was going to offer to cook, but if the kitchen is unavailable, then I wouldn't be able to try to help out.
I don't know if you could cook for the entire freshman class this late in the day.
I could certainly
Won't have time to
try.
eat before class.
You mean you wouldn't help me, Elix?
I can't cook.
We could make it a. Surely you know how to make toast. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Burning things seems to be more of her specialty.
You're right. You don't know how to cook an egg?
I can. No. I can break an egg.
Bacon's pretty easy. You put it in the oven, walk away, and then come back and pull it out.
I feel like that's an oversimplification. Do we want to go to the kitchen? Do you want to go to the kitchen? I get the impression you want to go check it out.
I am kind of curious.
I cannot lie. I'm curious too.
You've got a
not
little bit of
curious at all.
time before, although your tummies are rumbling. You do have a bit of time before class begins, so you've got maybe half an hour or so to scope it out if you want to try to investigate this.
Yeah? Elix, you want to go?
Nope. But if you two are going, I'll go with you.
That's the spirit.
Would you do it for a snack?
Would you do it for a snack? Oh man. Did y'all wanna investigate anything else here, or you just want to move on to the kitchen?
Well, it sounds like the disturbance is in the kitchen itself.
I don't know. All right, let's go.
Getting a bit of an echo. I'm not sure who it's coming through.
It's Anthony.
I don't hear an echo. You always say it's me,
It's
but
because
I don't hear an echo.
it's because your picture lights up when it echoes, or your name lights up when it echoes. So it has to be you.
I muted myself.
That's why you don't hear
Are
it.
you still hearing it?
It seems
Not
so
right now. Let's head to the magical kitchen of
Yeah.
stuff.
Would you mind telling us how to get to the kitchen? I say to the Warforged.
Certainly. Our meals are prepared in the kitchen of the Bosun Tavern.
Oh. Hey, I work there.
Hey, I know that place.
That's my job.
Oh God, how far away is the tavern from here?
It's just on the other side of the central campus. So
So like
maybe
5,
10-minute
10
walk
minutes?
or yeah.
Christ.
If we walk
Maybe we can
quickly-
catch a ride.
It's a ride.
Come on.
Well, if we're gonna go to
Before we leave, I like
Oh,
wave to
sorry.
Xanser.
Happen.
I'm just waving to him and I wink at him.
He seems like he's caught up in conversation, but he does catch your wave out of the corner of his eye, and he gives you a little nod.
You could always invite the pretty boy to come with us, Destiny, if you want.
I wouldn't want to bother him. He sees me enough. I don't want to wear it out.
I don't understand at all. Let's go check out the tavern, I guess. Did anything weird happen last night when you were there? Kaylin.
No, I worked my shift like normal. There was nothing out of the ordinary before I left. Guillaume was still there when I left, but he closes.
I guess we should. Well, I'm sure you definitely want to go now that you know it's the tavern. So let's get a move on. We don't have much time before class.
Yeah, we should hurry. And we can get a meal while we're there, maybe.
Hopefully.
Seems unlikely.
If not, we'll have lunch, hopefully.
Let's go. All right. On
Right.
Dasher, on Dancer.
So, you guys make your way across campus. Making our way. The morning light is still, still the sun's still just kind of coming up. So it's quite a beautiful morning. The reds and oranges just paint the campus of Strixhaven in this kind of almost like surreal liminal light. And as you walk across campus, you see in the distance, above the mountains of Prismari College, you see dark storm clouds beginning to roll in. So, when you get over to the Bows Inn Tavern, and it appears, actually, we can do this. When you arrive at the Bows Inn Tavern, the patio is empty, and the doors and windows seem to be dark. Looks like no one's there at the moment.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Kaylin, when you well, first of all, what does your detect magic look like? As an artificer.
So I'm like mixing this concoction, right? And then when I get to the vial, I like a mist starts to seep out, and then so like only I can see this mist, but it'll like hover around magical objects.
So almost like dry ice, this heavy mist that is kind of translucently existing between planes. It spills over your beaker or flask or whatever over to the ground, and as it spreads out into the 30-foot aura around you, you see it beginning to coalesce around what looks like a series of footprints.
That is weird. So my
Isn't your flask supposed to do something?
y'all saw like the smoke come out, but then it disappeared for y'all. Yes. it is my detect magic, so only I can see it. Um, but there's some footsteps here that are lighting up, and I find that very odd that footsteps have some kind of magical
Um,
property. What kind of
right.
what school of magic is it?
They appear to be.
I have to ask this for the meme, not even a
Yeah.
meme, right?
Yeah.
And what does so obviously you're a scent based alchemist, right?
Yeah.
So that means all the schools of magic must have a different smell.
Yes.
I like that.
Okay.
So
I can work with that. So your mist has a like a neutral smell to it, but when it bubbles over and starts to kind of coalesce around the footsteps, it turns to a kind of a sweet, almost sickly sweet, like this really like saccharine taste of illusion magic. And now, Kalen, um, make an investigation check.
Illusion is ILUSION.
Double L.
ILLUSION.
Yeah, that's what I said. Okay. Yeah, I was right. I'm gonna write down all these as
The notes.
as I discover them.
The return of Locke. He's on the case. I have a big magnifying glass somewhere. I should find it.
Yeah. It is illusion magic. I still don't understand why it's picking up footprints though.
Make a.
Um,
Oh yeah,
make that
investigation check. Sorry, I was writing that shit down.
but before while he goes to investigate it, I'm going to go over to his
Ugh.
shoulder and say, me, I'm going to go over and perhaps I can help you a little bit. And my center bulb, I guess, whatever, my crystal lights up for a couple seconds, and then I'm going to cast guidance on him.
Nice.
So you can add, I guess, a die 4 to that 8. Let's break 10 at least.
Yeah, there we go. 12.
12. Oh, beautiful. So, Kalen, you're kind of like you're trying to put this together, and it doesn't seem to quite add up. And Elix puts his hand on your shoulder, and you kind of feel some of his natural wisdom and intelligence kind of seep into you. And suddenly, the epiphany just kind of clicks, and you see this series of footprints end right at the entrance to the door. And you realize that these footsteps were left behind by someone who was moving while invisible.
Eureka.
Brain blast.
It would appear that these footsteps probably came from somebody who was invisible.
I wonder if they're still in
Visible?
there.
Invisible.
Are there any
means,
footsteps coming out?
There does not appear to be, no. What size are they? Do they, like, could it be a halfling, a gnome? Are they large feet? Like, it might be...
They are a medium-sized creature, average.
What's it called? Are they visible to the eye?
No.
The naked eye?
Negative.
I'm going to
have only become visible to him due to the faint residual magic from his detect magic.
I'm going. Are we going to keep investigating this?
Yeah, I'd like to continue on inside.
we should. If we're going to, I'm going to hold my center crystal again for a couple seconds and speak an incantation and cast mage armor.
Nice. I'm gonna go
Super.
All
ahead.
right.
What does your mage
Before
armor
we
look
go
like,
in-
Alex?
The crystal glows when I cast the spell, but currently the mage armor isn't visible until I get attacked, and then we see.
Ah, okay.
So
Uh,
we can avoid touching anything. I can use Mage Hand to interact with the door, just in case.
well, Alkalin should walk around the place real quick to make sure that
Well, my
they
detect
didn't
magic
leave.
will also
But
pick up anything magical, but Elix has a point.
if they went out the back or something.
Yeah, I should check to see if they went out around the back before we go inside. Maybe.
Yeah, that could be good.
Do we want to go together? Or does one of us want to wait in the front?
We should probably stick together in case they're still here.
But if they come out the front
Yeah.
while we're gone,
Then somebody would be all by themselves with an invisible being.
maybe that's true. Unless we just send you to walk. I guess it's the same problem either way.
Yeah.
Uh,
If Rampart was with us, sticking in pairs of two would be perfect, but he's still at the nurses.
all right. I
Well,
guess we'll go
let's
together
just-
then.
Yeah, let's just walk together.
If you wanted,
Let's move quickly. We have like 20 minutes till class. We should move quickly.
if you wanted Elix,
Quickly.
we could put some of these chairs that are outside in front of the door. This way, if they've moved, we'll know that somebody walked out.
That's a good idea.
It's a shame nobody knows the alarm spell.
Actually, I do,
Ooh.
but I'm.
I was-
Oh wait, you don't have to concentrate on alarm. But I
No,
would
you should-
be out of first level spell slots if I cast it.
It is a
Um,
ritual.
Yeah, so we gotta spend
So-
10 minutes casting it.
do artificers get ritual spells?
Yes.
think
I
so.
could have ritual casted detect magic, but we are on a time frame before class starts.
We don't have time.
Which is why
Right.
I
Let's
cast.
Yeah.
let's just move quickly around the building.
Yeah, we could push
We
it.
can put a chair in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll move a chair in front of the door.
Wait, she can pick it up.
Oh, sorry.
She has a strength of like 11.
That's strong enough to pick up a chair.
I have
I
I have
know,
a strength of
just
8.
I know, just
Here,
kidding.
let me help you with that. I'll use my strength of 12, the strongest man in the group.
Hey, Rampart's got a strength of 16, okay?
He's not
Maybe
here, is he?
18. Yeah, I know. It doesn't help you, does it? All right, so you
I
managed
use-
to move. You moved 2 of the patio chairs in front of each of the doors here.
Nice.
Do you jam
Huh.
them up under the? Are you trying to like block it in, or are you just putting them there just to
No,
be in the way?
we're just
Put 'em
putting
in
them
the
there to
way.
be in the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're like pretty heavy metal, like lattice chair, like the metal, like so that way if it rains, it'll go through. Like they're not like solids, but they're
Right.
still pretty solid.
Well, we
Heavy-
should be able
heavy,
to
sort of.
we should be able to know if they are moved. They'll probably leave.
We
like,
should be
a
able
little-
to hear them all the way
Yeah.
across the entire.
That's true.
I think
Okay.
that
Chairs are-
out back
let's move
is on
quickly.
this side,
All right.
right?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's just do a full perimeter.
We'll go over this way first.
We're schmoving.
And there's
Oh, I
windows.
grabbed
We
the
could
Elix
probably
ones. No,
take peeks in too.
there we go.
So there's quite a lot of entry points to this building. So there are a door. There's a side door right here. There's a couple of doors on the wait. Are those supposed to be windows? Maybe those are windows. It's not really clear. You know what? I'm gonna say they're windows. Making an executive decision. All right. So there is one back door though, and it's this one in the middle. These two are both windows. They're like the small little they're bathroom windows. They're like the little tiny, just enough so if you want to smoke a cigarette in the bathroom or something, you can pop it.
I would never.
I don't know what those are officially for. That's what I assumed they're for, though.
Is there
It's
a
not like you could climb out
window
it.
on this side to see into the?
Yeah. This is a window.
I'm going to
Change
try
my
looking
mind.
through.
Make a perception check.
Can I assist her in case my detect magic picks up anything?
Show.
Am I rolling with advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Perception.
I would guide it. I'm already concentrating on a spell.
20.
So you guys press your eyes up to the glass, kind of shielding them from the sun with your hands, and it's quite dark in there. No signs of life. Lights aren't on. All the chairs are up on the tables.
Nothing
That's all you
knocked
s-
over.
So
Everything good.
Detect magic wasn't picking up anything within 30 feet.
No, it appears that the footsteps ended at the door. Like you're looking over. Well, I guess you can't see that.
Yeah.
You're looking over towards the direction where the front door is, and you do not see. Just make sure it's 30 feet. Oh, actually, it's too far away. Your detect magic is only 30 feet, so you actually It's so dark you can really barely even see past like the 30 foot. It's dark in there.
Yeah. The only thing I'd be picking up would be those things that holograph the menu.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish walking around.
Yeah.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Okay, so little tiny bathroom window, smoking window, whatever that is. Back door. This presumably leads to the kitchen. Another window back
I
here.
could check the bathroom anyways. Take a peek.
You are too short.
Elix, you want to help me give her a boost so she can look through the window?
Sure. I guess I can try that.
Team
Go ahead
effort.
and give me a strength check for that, Felix.
With advantage, because I'm helping.
Yes.
Okay. Strength check. Not what I expected to ever be making.
I'm
Never know.
mixing it up. I'm keeping things fresh.
Let's
here.
Oh,
go.
no!
Yowza. So Kaylin and Elix haven't been hitting the gym. You've been hitting the books, but you haven't been hitting the gym. So not that Destiny is a particularly large woman or anything, but you both embarrassingly are unable to lift her.
Really, you too.
I'm a bookworm, not a...
I keep my physique so small, and you two can't even lift me.
I haven't had breakfast, okay? A little slack,
Okay.
please.
I don't have an excuse. I'm more brains than brawn.
All right. Let's just keep going.
Let's just
The
go check
real
back
real
door.
truth is that like Elix was just more nervous about the physical contact than anything else.
It's like, oh god, we haven't made
Where'd I
contact
put my
yet.
hands? Where'd I put my hands?
Yeah. I don't want her to get the wrong idea.
That's funny.
It's so true.
I like it.
Sorry. Okay.
So are there
Alright.
any footy prints coming out of the back door?
It appears that there are no footprints on the outside of the back door. As you can see.
Alright.
Maybe the back door would be a good place to enter from.
Let's give it a try.
It's probably locked.
That's what she said.
It's a good thing I brought my thieves' tools.
I'll try mage
Why
hand.
do you
see
have
if
a
I
pair
can
of
open
these
it.
tools?
They were originally my spellcasting focus, but now I used my alchemist supplies.
That's
Interesting.
an interesting tool. I
Well, you
suppose.
see on Kaladesh,
It's the first thing they teach you.
It's how to break into things.
I'll try to open the door.
I thought you were born on Kaladesh, not New Capenna.
Hey-o. Destiny, the door is locked.
All right,
And-
it's locked.
And this door doesn't really have there's no like window to see in. This one's just a solid door.
Mm-hmm. Elix, you wanna do that thing you did when we were at the front? It helped it helped me have my epiphany.
Yeah, I can try again. I'll go up and put my hand on his shoulder. One hand on his shoulder, one hand on the crystal. Whisper an incantation. 2 + 2 = 4. No.
Oh,
Got
I'm
it.
probably not gonna need it. But it was definitely there if I needed it.
Like the lock-picking lawyer, I mean, you guys blink and the fucking door is open. I mean, he sticks his tool in there and it's like he might as well have put the key in. Which is highly concerning to Elix for sure.
Next level, grabbing the arcane lock spell.
The locks on Kaladesh are not nearly as simple.
It sounds like it. Hey, you guys ready to go in?
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right.
I'll pull my shield out just in case.
I'll go last. I always forget you have a shield on you. Where do you even keep that thing?
Bang on him.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, and I open the door.
Oh God.
So you move back into the kitchen, and Alkaelin, you are pretty familiar with the area. Working here in the evenings, you've already worked about we're on Thursday morning, so you've worked at least 3 shifts here. The countertops are like that stainless steel of like industrial kitchens. You remember from your time working here that this door that's to your left, I guess from your perspective, is this is the room where they keep the ingredients and supplies, like dry storage. And then this one, there's a door, just this little room around the corner here is where they keep it's like the walk-in where they have like the refrigerated stuff.
Right. I guess I'll walk around, seeing if my detect magic picks up any smells.
I'm gonna attempt a stealth. Doesn't hurt to try.
Destiny roll stealth. Alkaelin roll investigation.
Emphasis on attempt.
I'm trying to be sneaky, but I'm dummy thick.
God damn it.
I knew this ass would come back to bite me one day.
God damn it.
Alkaelin, you do kind of a quick like walk around of the main like assembly area, and when you get down to the end here, your magic begins to coalesce kind of underneath the counter. Like, had you not had it up, you might not have even seen it, but it's kind of a peppery, spicy, like really like a heavy like pepper kick of evocation magic.
Pepper for evocation.
And
seems legitimate.
yeah, I love this theme. I'm all about it.
Dude, I thought smells would be such a cool way for my artificer style
Yeah, and
spells.
it's fitting with you kind of like getting into like chef work too. So I think that's a really cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love
I
it.
love it.
You inspect the area closer where your detect magic is pooling, and it appears that there's some sort of arcane symbol uh burned into the floor, and it looks pretty fresh. It doesn't look like this was here. Like, this looks new. You feel like you would have probably seen that, at least noticed it at some point.
Do I recognize the symbol?
It's
Like maybe I could identify what the spell was.
that well, you can try to roll arcane, I guess, before I answer that.
Absolutely. Ooh, 24.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh boy. So the pattern is kind of this spiral, like fractal. And it seems to be a teleportation, a magic circle spell, which is typically used for teleportation.
Is teleportation evocation magic?
I think so.
I always thought evocation was strictly like damage.
Usually.
Teleportation, I think, is conjuration.
Oh, you know what? Magic circle is abjuration.
Or that one.
My description stands.
So I have found a teleportation magic circle sigil burned. Where did you say the burn was again? Under the
It's underneath like the make line, basically.
down here, but it's odd because it reeks of evocation magic instead of abjuration, which is what a magic circle would normally be.
Hmm.
Elix, you want to get a little closer instead of just hanging by the back door?
No.
It'd be a lot easier to talk to you than having to...
Elix,
Right.
okay, never mind. Go.
No, what? You can say it.
Well, I was just gonna say make a perception check if you're gonna stay out there, but if you're gonna come inside, you don't have to worry about it.
What is it called? I'm gonna.
Do you close the door? Or you leave it open?
No, I leave it open. All right, deadline. You want
Maybe-
me to moving super slowly? You want me to? What did you want me for? Look at? Sorry.
I don't know if I can see the sigil because of my detect magic, but it's right here. It's a teleportation magic
right.
circle, but it reeks of evocation magic.
Am I able to see the sigil?
At first, in the dim, it's dark in here. No one's cast any light spells, so your human eyes have kind of trouble seeing what he's pointing at.
My once I get, I'll cast light on my crystal amulet, and it'll start.
We also have
glowing.
the little pendants that light up.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
The stars at night.
So you
What's it called?
you whisper a little lumos into your your crystal, and with the faint blue glow of the crystal, yes, now you can see the scorched symbol on the floor.
This is
Elix, make a perception check.
advantage or normal or disadvantage. I don't know how far away the thing I'm perceiving is.
It's gonna be normal.
so close, past all the 15s and the 17s and the 19s.
There's something a bit strange about this symbol. You just can't quite put your finger on it.
I
You'd
put my
need
finger on
to
it.
Oh,
you'd, you'd you'd need to you'd have to do some research, or maybe cross-reference it with some books or something to really figure out what it is that you're trying to determine.
So there's definitely something odd about this symbol, but normally
Maybe.
I would assume this is what they used,
Okay, sorry, just one time I had to do it.
Okay.
what's it called? Normally I would think this would be what they used to teleport the food to the cafeteria. If you said this is a recent thing,
oh, that
that
would make
means
sense.
it's probably right. But if it's recent, then either there'd still be people here, right? They'd still be making breakfast. So obviously something's not right here.
something went wrong. Maybe the magic circle was tampered with in some way, and instead of teleporting the food, maybe it teleported everybody that was in here.
Oops.
What's it called? Destiny, you enjoyed our evocation class. Uh, can you look for signs of evocation magic? I don't know, explosions, booms, around in this vicinity.
I suppose I could take a look.
Elix, why don't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if anything. I'm trying to see if anything possibly came out this end. Uh, Maybe something teleported into the kitchen.
Instead of the other way around.
Also, I'm going to take a step back, right? But then I'm going to take a step back, or 2, or 3, or 6, or 9, or 12.
As you guys are continuing to investigate this odd phenomenon, you hear the low rumble of thunder, and you can hear the pitter-patter of rain beginning to start on the roof.
I love
It's not super heavy, but it is starting to rain.
I love the rain. I'm gonna change my smell from mint to hot chocolate.
And,
Should I do a perception to look for signs of?
Tampering?
Yeah. Or
Evocation,
investigation.
stuff like that.
I think this one is investigation.
Okay. Investigating. 14.
So because you don't know the magic circle spell, you're not really sure if this is correct or not. You assume so, but kind of like that same feeling that Elix had. There is something different or unusual. You just can't quite seem to. It's like it's just like on the tip of your tongue, and God, that feeling is just so like it's right there, but you just it's a bit frustrating.
How about we grab a teacher? Maybe we could find one of the automatons and maybe they can direct us to a professor that's nearby, and we have a spot for them to investigate. We have the invisible footsteps and we have this symbol.
I'd still like to continue
Yeah.
looking around too, just in case. It's
Finding a teacher's a good idea.
yeah. Why doesn't somebody draw the symbol, and while they're drawing, I'll still continue to look around. So,
All right, I could do that.
get the full use out of my detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
Right, of course.
I will take out a piece of parchment and some ink, and I'm gonna copy the symbol.
Go ahead and give me a performance check, please.
As
Woohoo.
a light source, I will follow.
Or if you have,
Okay,
I don't
then
know,
roll.
do you have a tool for, like an artist's tool or
Painter's
I mean,
kit?
I
Just-
have painter's supplies and stuff,
inner
but
supplies? Okay. Yeah. if you're not proficient in performance and you are proficient in painter's
Oh, I
supplies.
am.
Okay, all right, cool. No worries. I just wanted to make sure I was being fair to you. You know, that you get to use your proficiency.
We could just change it if she's getting proficiency.
It's
We just add 2 to that roll, right?
She's proficient
Yeah, I'm proficient.
in performance. So.
Oh, okay.
That's what I've been having her roll to do art. So that's just cool. Okay, yeah, you actually take like an etching, and it's got kind of a it's got a bit of a like it's not like carved into the ground per se, but it did leave kind of a little bit of a um, there's a bit of a texture to it to the top. So you're able to just kind of like with a piece of paper, you're able to kind of just rub charcoal over the top of it and create a basically perfect recreation of it.
That's awesome.
Well,
Nice.
I'm sorry. What did the boys say they were doing? I didn't catch.
Elix said that he was going to shine the light so that she could see better, and I was going to start by looking in this room.
This door is unlocked.
Open says me.
You are in the supply closet.
Does my detect magic pick up anything?
Your detect magic creeps around the corners of the various supplies in this room, and it seems to be pooling underneath a box, and you can't quite see what it's. There's something under the box.
Can I tell the School of Magic without having to move the box?
The School of Magic is also evocation. Spicy.
I'm a little nervous about trying to move the box then. We will come back to that. So in the storage room, I detected the scent of evocation magic again pulling under one of the boxes, but it being evocation, I don't want to move it, at least not alone. But I would also
well,
like to
I think
continue looking around first as well.
yeah, I don't think we should move the barrel either. It's probably just a
Yeah.
trap, a magical trap of some kind.
That's what I was
We
worried
should.
about.
We have a little over 10 minutes till class. You should check out the dining room with the last couple minutes of your spell. At least hit the
Yeah.
dining room where the guy entered.
What is
But we should also all go together if we
Right.
can.
Or girl.
what is this room?
I know what you meant. That's the walk-in cooler.
I'll peek in there real quick.
You pop your head in and just disregard those table and chairs. I don't know why those were there. Yeah, you pop in and your detect magic doesn't cling to anything in here. It's everything seems to be in order.
Okay.
First glance.
Yeah, there's nothing in there. Let's check out the main rooms.
So when you move into the dining area, Elix's light from his crystal is casting a faint blue glow over the room, and it's this weird, like if you've ever been in a place that's normally like very busy, when it's empty, it's just kind of this weird like liminal space feeling where it's just like feels like you're almost in like another dimension or something. It just feels wrong somehow. But your detect magic hasn't picked anything up yet. Sorry.
We'll walk around. Let's see, can I detect this far? Yes, I can. Okay. Yeah, we'll just keep walking this way.
As you move through the oh boy,
Light.
light.
Oh, I guess I could do a 30-foot aura as well for my.
Also,
second.
it's obviously bright light and dim light. I'm not sure if that's clear or not.
Yeah, I gotcha.
The orange color will be my detect magic radius.
Okay.
Nice.
Aurora
Um.
squad.
Oh my god.
Did we?
This-
Did I see the footprints come in the main entrance?
When you make it over to the front door, the footsteps end. You do not see any on the interior side.
Interesting. So it appears that the footsteps don't come through the door, so maybe after they got inside, they turned off their invisibility?
Possibly.
Possible. No no reason for it.
Or maybe they teleported a short distance away, and I just haven't picked up the footsteps again.
Hold on, let me check the front door real quick. I'm going to go over here, unlock it. I'm assuming. Maybe it's already unlocked.
Yeah, it's locked from the inside, so you quickly disable the lock.
I'm not gonna open the door. I'm just gonna push the door to see if I can feel the chairs there.
When you push your weight against the door, you still feel the chairs behind it.
All right, just close and relock the door. All right. Safety first. Let's finish scoping out the dining room. Then I guess find a teacher.
Nothing else?
Kaylin, when you make your way around the corner here, you notice a very small bit of magic coming from this back wall. It's like in the middle of this back wall that where the kitchen would be.
There's some magic over here. Let me get closer so I can get a better smell.
A better
Sniff
whiff.
it out.
Yeah. What do I smell?
I take the dodge action.
You see what looks like a tiny little scorch mark, like almost like if someone took like a lighter and just like burned the wall for a second. And it has once again the spicy taste of evocation magic.
Evocation. It appears there is a burn mark here, and I point.
Oh,
And it's like if you hadn't been detecting magic, you might have even confused it for just like a little scuff or a stain. It's like it's barely even noticeable, but upon closer inspection, it's definitely a burn mark.
Yeah, this is definitely a burn mark, and it reeks of evocation magic.
Destiny, if you want to check that out.
Could be a
Let's-
firebolt.
Smoky fire person.
I
You
would
can make
take a look.
you can make an Arcana check, and I guess with advantage since they're probably trying to figure it out too.
So what I think happened is when
22.
the invisible
Real-
person
Real
opened.
quick, yes, it's definitely somebody chucked a firebolt.
I know that spell. I done that to my own walls.
But all
On
too
accident.
well. Reminds me of back home. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue. What was your theory?
So my theory is that the invisible person, when they got inside, used firebolt at an employee, probably, and this firebolt clearly missed because it hit the wall. So there was definitely some kind of scuffle here. Can we? Can I see other sign? If there are signs of a scuffle from something, like maybe somebody knocked over a chair that's not standing up like it should be.
Go ahead and all three of you give me a perception check.
Perceiving, hopefully.
Not investigation.
Yakugan.
Sight beyond sight.
Yakunan.
None of us are very good at seeing.
I'm very good at investigating. Though.
Love it.
Uh, yeah, I mean, you'll look around and everything seems to be in order. You don't see any chairs knocked over, no broken glass. It was a very your instincts kind of tell you that if your theory is correct about there being a fight, it was over very quickly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm. A surprise attack, but no body. I don't know what to make of this. Um,
Yeah, I don't think I see. I haven't noticed any blood on the floor.
Well, let's get out of here before we're associated with a perhaps crime scene.
Quick, wipe your fingerprints off everything.
Yeah, we'll go back around the back. I believe this is another doorway to get back here.
And then we should probably move the chairs out of the front of the place too.
So when you guys step outside, the rain is really starting to come down. It is cats and dogs.
Oh, I didn't bring my umbrella today.
oh,
I don't
Guess I'll
think I
just be
can.
dripping with good looks today.
I don't think I can
Eh.
do anything
oh.
about
Plus
keeping
plus
us
one to charisma
dry
checks in the rain.
currently. I do know prestidigitation.
And performance too for the
All
dramatic.
charisma checks.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
prestidigitate our clothes to be warm so we don't get cold from the water.
Cool.
Or can I only have one thing active?
Now-
No, you can have multiple.
Yeah, that was my next question. Was
Up to 3 instances. So yeah, I'll
3?
keep us all warm.
I could do it too.
Nice.
Jeez.
I'll keep us all warm, and then when we get to a spot where we can get dry, I can use it to dry our clothes.
Same. Double the time to do it.
But yeah, let's quickly find a teacher.
Oh.
This way.
Wait, let's move the chairs out from in front of the door first.
But it's raining.
I guess. Okay, we'll just leave them there.
Sure, what's the worst that can happen?
We're already gonna tell an instructor that we were here investigating, so I think leaving those chairs there won't really hurt us in the slightest.
Moving and talking. Let's go.
Yep.
I'm absolutely
Gotta go
freezing.
I'm looking for a automaton or a professor.
Yeah.
Don't see any professors, but you do see one of the campus guides. They usually kind of hang out around the main thoroughfares to just make themselves accessible to any students nearby. Or I guess you guys, let's see, you're on the back side of this place, so you'd be like up here, I guess. And he's just not even bothered by the rain, just tink 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 tink, just
Nice.
going about his day.
Ugh.
Excuse me?
Oh, hello there, student. How can I be of service?
Could you call any professors nearby?
Yes, I'm equipped with the ability to send transmissions to well, not any professor. I can speak with only the ones I've been assigned to contact.
Well, we found some disturbances in the tavern that maybe a professor might want to take a look at. Maybe one that's good with evocation.
I will contact my what do you call him? I will contact my supervisor on this matter. Professor Osgear is who maintains the constructs, so he'll be the one that'll receive the message. He's a lorehold professor. I think Anthony has a class with him. That's the giant guy that teaches arcane artifacts.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
All right, that's a good. Let's go.
Did you want to leave a? Did you want to write the message yourself, or would you like me to improvise? Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
We have some information about I don't know how to word this.
You've got oh wait, not message.
There was a
sending.
there was a
Sorry,
there was a dis- how's it go? There's a disturbance in the Bozin Tavern. We
Investigated
we
ourselves.
tried to investigate ourselves to see if anyone was hurt. We couldn't find anybody.
But we did find some other things.
I'd recommend
Yeah.
sending. I don't know what law enforcement agencies you have, but I'd recommend sending them to check it out. Good luck.
All right, only the first 25 words of that went through, so hopefully they got the message.
Okay. All right. I've got to go to
I'm
class
trying
now.
to
We have
count
like
here.
7 minutes.
5 minutes actually.
5 minutes. All right. Less time than I thought. Let's
Check your sundial watch.
yeah. The sundial doesn't work in the rain.
Is this thing running?
All right. Let's I'll see you guys.
If you can send a second message, we're Team High Rollers. We discovered the problem, and there is evocation magic in the storage room. Just in case it is some kind of trap that they don't just walk in there and set it off.
Message has been sent successfully.
Okay, yeah, we gotta get to class now. Off we
Let's
go.
go.
Good luck, students.
run,
Have a great
run.
day.
Today's Thursday.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
we have history of magic and art together.
Is it Thursday yet?
Is it Thursday? It is. So,
And on our way to
Okay.
class, I haven't had the chance to go to the bathroom yet, so I'm gonna go do that.
well, in that
That's
case,
what
I
you
guess,
away from.
okay. I guess we could do Elix's class while we're waiting then. We'll start here.
Yeah.
So,
Run back to the Quandrix Spire, I imagine.
yeah, Elix,
Because
you...
I have quantitative arcanophysics. Definitely
yes.
Quandrix.
You hightail it over as fast as you can, and somehow you manage to get in just as the class is starting.
I've been soaking wet.
Yep. Going to give the cats fancy feast.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I avoiding awkward stares. I slink my way to the back of the classroom as quickly as possible.
You get a couple looks, but yeah, you're doing your best to avoid them. You notice that here we can go ahead and jump over to this one and hide. This guy, this girl, and where's your professor?
It says Rampart is supposed to be in the class too. Did he
That is
actually make it?
We don't know. We're in college class right now. Oh, I completely forgot about something. Shit. Oh man, I got so excited with this little mini adventure. I forgot to tell everyone about your dream. We'll talk about it at lunch.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
We're distracted because I didn't get.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
my
I
fault
know.
for not telling them.
Well, I kind of plopped an adventure down in front of you, so I have some responsibility. Okay. So, Alex, you're sitting at the back of the class, soaking wet, but not cold, thanks to prestidigitation.
Pretty sure prestidigitation has disappeared already.
It lasts for an hour.
I think it's only a minute. It does?
Yep.
Oh, that helps me dry up a little bit faster.
So it helps.
Oh, I didn't mean to post it a second time.
As the students settle into their seats, the door to the classroom swings open, and in strides a large brown bear walking on their hind legs and dressed in Quandrix robes. The creature is quite tall and imposing, with long limbs and piercing green eyes that seem to take in everything around them. Despite their size, the bear moves with a quiet grace, making their way to the front of the room with a calm and measured pace. They're dressed in a simple yet elegant robe of porcelain white, embroidered with delicate forest green patterns that ripple with watery fluidity when they move. As they reach the front of the room, the bear turns to face the students, their eyes scanning the room with a thoughtful expression. They take a deep breath and speak, their voice clear and steady as they say, "Welcome to Quantitative Arcanophysics. This class at Strixhaven explores the mathematical principles behind the manipulation of magical energy. I am Professor Ruxa, and I will be your instructor. In this class, you will learn how to apply mathematical concepts such as calculus, differential equations, and topology to understand and control arcane forces. Our main focus will explore topics such as magical wave mechanics, the geometry of magical fields, and quantification of magical energy. You will learn how to model complex magical phenomena and predict their behavior. Use this knowledge to design your own spells with specific effects. By the end of this course, you will have gained deep understanding of the mathematical underpinnings of magic and use that knowledge in various fields such as transportation, battle, and elemental magic." Please open your textbooks to page 5, and we'll begin the lecture. So, Alex, this is right up your alley. This teacher really just has a very like calming presence and moves at a very like slow and steady pace, much less frantic than the other class that you were taking, where you felt like you felt like you were running a marathon mentally. This one is
Right.
really more to your liking. So the first chapter is charging arcane batteries, and after reading through the lecture or reading through the chapter, the professor begins to distribute batteries for you to attempt to charge. So whenever you're ready, you
Right.
can make a, I guess, Arcana check. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, Arcana.
All right. Hopefully this goes better than yesterday.
You follow the instructions that are outlined in the book step by step, double checking yourself before proceeding forward, and much to your pleasure and surprise, it works. Your battery is charged. It begins to glow with kind of a blue, faint blue aura, and has like kind of a quiet hum that's I don't know. It's got like kind of like an ASMR thing. It's just kind of a very pleasing sound, and
Oh,
the
this worked.
the professor is kind of like walking up and down the tables while watching everyone and pointing out things as they walk. And she stops at your table and she's like, my, you seem to have gotten a handle on this rather quickly. Uh, as the first student to succeed, I'll be awarding your group 10 points for your hard work.
I appreciate that. The textbook was quite thorough, and so was your teaching. Huh. Thank you.
It's my
Professor.
pleasure. As a professor, my only goal is to make sure that my students understand things, and I find that my slow and steady pace is the most effective way to make sure no one is left behind.
Yeah, well, it's certainly worked today, for me, anyways. Thank you so much, Professor.
It's my pleasure, Elix, and it's a pleasure to have you in class. I look forward to our year together.
Me too. Thank you.
Hey, she's a bear folk, by the way, Anthony. I don't know if you were in the bathroom. I think so. Maybe you didn't catch that, but it's this fucking
Yeah, that's so cool.
That's so cool.
bear lady. Okay, so that is Arcana Physics. So we'll jump over to the other one.
While we're walking to History of Magic and Art, I'm gonna pop in and have a conversation with Alkaelin.
Okay.
So, Alkaelin,
What up?
I'm surprised you're calling me Destiny.
What do you mean?
Don't you recognize me?
I don't think so.
Does Mal ring a bell?
Wait. I'm like rubbing my eyes.
I know I look very different, but lost quite a bit of weight. Don't have the the braces anymore.
My goodness. Wow. Yeah, you've you've had a serious transformation. God,
Yeah,
God dang.
so I was it's kind of weird hearing you call me Destiny, if I'm being honest.
Wait a minute. Father lawyer in
Yeah.
hell.
Mm-hmm.
What's your father's name?
Eros Stezer.
Holy shit. Wow. I can't believe
Yep,
that's you.
he would get all the crystals from your family,
Yeah, he would. I remember.
and we would sneak out and go play.
Yeah. We used to get in
Uh,
trouble all the time.
the trouble we got into.
Uh, shit, I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah. I kind of figured out you must have not have recognized me, and then I was going by a different name and all. Uh, but I was hoping it would click.
Yeah. Why are you going by Destiny now?
Um, because a contract that my dad wrote up is a magical contract, and if someone says my name too much, he is notified. So I decided to change my name so he doesn't show up.
Ah, okay. So
He's grown very protective.
I take it he's still overprotective then, yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's
gotten a lot worse.
Whew, boy. Well, I will make sure to keep calling you Destiny then.
Yeah, it'd be safer to call me Destiny. If you say my name too much, it might put a target on you. I don't know how the contract works. I haven't seen it, but I'm trying to figure out how to destroy it.
You know, it's funny. He used to think I was the bad influence on you, but it was always your idea to run out and play.
What can I say? I was locked up most of the time.
Yeah, no, and I just wanted to play. My parents didn't let me get out much because they were always too busy. So you were really
It worked out.
my only childhood friend.
Hey, and I'm still around.
Yeah, it's exciting that we're in college together.
It's exciting we were even on the same team.
Yeah, that's super good.
I wonder if the college somehow knew that.
Uh, or maybe your father knew and he set it up this way.
I don't think he would do that.
That's
He
probably
thought you were a bad influence on me.
yeah, but the enemy you know versus the enemy you don't know, right?
It's true. Anyways, if you ever get in conversation with him, I have been a very good girl.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
You
No
are
boys.
you are a saint. You're always at your dorm at the time you're supposed to be, and you only talk to your
Following the
teammates.
rules.
Yep.
But yeah, I figured I'd bring that up before we get into our class. We haven't really had like a private moment.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you did, because I've missed you and I haven't talked to you in forever.
Yeah,
We lost touch because my parents haven't gotten crystals from your dad in a while.
yeah. the crystal business, my dad has been pretty satisfied with.
Yeah. Well, we
But
probably.
hey, now we can make up for all that time.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's take our one. Or well, I guess this would be our second class together because we have that class on Friday with everybody.
Yeah. But it
I don't
is
think
our first class
we.
together for the week.
Yes. Let's try and get some points.
Yeah. We've been doing good this week so far. Minus those 5 points I did lose that one time, but at all my other
It's
classes
all
I've
good.
gained points.
Um,
Quickly now, I think the rain's coming down harder.
Prestidigitation,
Whee!
prestidigitation, prestidigitation.
So you you guys hurry into the Prismari campus building, the central building, and like cats out of the rain. Your prestidigitation shaking off all the water, and you manage to get dry before making it into class, thankfully. But when you arrive, it seems that you did manage to make it before class started.
Oh, look at that guy.
You see your good buddy Xanther as well as Quintilius also are in this class.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And so as the students settle into their seats, the doors to the classroom swings open. Sorry, whoops, that was reading the wrong one. The lecture hall suddenly, so you guys are all kind of like filing in and sitting down. The lecture hall suddenly falls silent as a loud roar echoes through the room. All eyes turn to the entrance as a flamboyant-looking orc man makes his way in, riding on the back of a fiery elemental tiger. The orc is truly a sight to behold, with his tunic styled in the iconic red and blue of Prismari. As the tiger pads its way towards the front of the lecture hall, the orc hops down from its back, grinning widely at the students. He stands tall and proud with rippling muscles and a confident stance. The heat from his elemental tiger's fiery coat can be felt even at the back of the room, and for you who just came out of the rain, it's kind of a nice warming sensation. The orc introduces himself with a booming voice. Good morning, students. I am Professor Arkin Menexius, and I am here to teach you about the history of magic and art. He strikes a dramatic pose, gesturing towards the elemental tiger as it snarls and growls behind him. Welcome to the history of magic and art. We will explore the intersection of magical history and artistic expression. In this class, we will delve into the rich history of magical arts, including the evolution of spellcasting, the development of magical artifacts, and the cultural context in which they emerged. We will explore these magical traditions from around the multiverse and how they have been represented in art throughout the ages. We'll be studying the influence of magical art on various movements, and from impressionism to surrealism, and analyze the ways in which artists have used magical themes and motifs to express their ideas. You'll have an opportunity to examine the role of magic in shaping the course of history from ancient civilizations to modern times, the impact of magical wars, the contributions of famous magical figures, as well as social and political implications of magical power. By the end of this course, you will have gained a deep understanding of the complex relationship between magic and art, and be able to use this knowledge to appreciate and create works of magical art that are beautiful and meaningful. And we begin. Our first chapter is about the some of the first spellcasters, primal fire dancers who would dance around the flames at night and eventually learn to control them through their movements and physical expressions. Please turn your page turn to page 25 in your textbooks. We shall begin. And this class is mostly reading out of the chapter, but as the lecture progresses, Destiny, while you're looking at your textbook, at first you thought, maybe I didn't get enough sleep and I'm hallucinating, but no, it appears that your book is beginning to smolder and you see a bit of smoke beginning to form in the center of the page.
I'll use prestidigitation to snuff it out. Worried that it might catch on fire. Be like, ooh.
With some quick thinking, you snuff out the flame with a and
Destiny's not unfamiliar with this.
Yeah, you're lucky you noticed it as fast as you did. Otherwise, that could have potentially damaged the textbook. And so,
I'm gonna peek around a little bit.
Dodged a bullet there.
See if it was caused by anyone.
Make a perception check.
Perception.
Oh no.
Oh frick! God damn it!
You look around, but you're like trying not to be too obvious about it, so you're just kind of like,
yeah,
trying not to really just like completely like turn around, and it's really hard to get anything out of the peripherals. It's like a lecture hall, so it's got kind of like the wide like kind of crescent shaped room, which makes it kind of difficult to really see your peers very well. And so you guys continue studying through this chapter, and that's lunch. If you want to do anything after or before the lunch break or on your way to lunch, that's everyone's kind of getting their bags together.
Now that everyone's getting up, I'm gonna look behind me, see who's sitting near me.
Okay, make a perception check with advantage this time.
Like, bitch, who the fuck is sitting around me? Is that someone behind me? God damn it. Perception.
Okay, so this time, you kind of use the when you stand up to like pack your books, you like turn around, making it a bit less conspicuous, and you see that Quintilius was sitting directly behind you. He's also like kind of packing his stuff together.
Quintilius.
He pretends not to hear you.
Were you trying to light my book on fire?
Oh boy, man, I sure like this class. This is going to be a good one.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to mess his hair up.
Nice. You're using it to soil an object?
Yeah. I spoil his hair.
So you make it like so greasy that it looks like he hasn't washed his hair in like a week. And he looks shocked to see you do magic on him. And he's just like, oh, teacher, she just cast prestidigitation on my hair. Can you believe her? And the professor is like, now, Quintilius, that's a simple spell. I'm sure you could undo it. He's like, yes, but that's the principle of the thing. Surely you should deduct points for such behavior.
I could fix it, but you're ignoring me.
Ignoring who? But all I see is a bit of an ant beneath my feet.
Did you light my book on fire?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Insight check.
I was like,
Do we need an insight check?
Not really, but God damn it.
Well, I was sitting next to her, and now
Mm.
I can hear what's going on now. Can I make an insight check too?
sure. Yeah. Not only Alcalin, but several of the other surrounding students are kind of being drawn into this argument. Alcalin, yeah, you smell bullshit. Destiny, you're like, you know he's lying, but also like your like emotion, like your fucking like fight or flight has like kicked in, so you're kind of like flustered by the gall of his rudeness, and so you're just kind of like sputtering, just like I don't you.
Yeah. If we're going to be acting together, I would like for us to get along. You know. You.
Me share a stage with the likes of you in your dreams.
We'll see about that.
I guess we will, won't we?
And I'm going to use prestidigitation, fix his hair, be like, I'm sorry.
He's like, that's more like it, and he picks up his books and starts to walk away.
And I'm going to use prestidigitation to kiss me on the back of his shirt.
So you raise your arm to cast the spell, but you realize that there's somebody next to you, and you feel a hand kind of like catch your like forearm, like right above your elbow. And when you turn to look, it's Xanther, and he like stops you from casting it. He's just like, he's not worth your time, sweetie. Let him go.
Okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good now that I'm talking to you.
I'm feeling a lot better.
You got any plans for lunch today?
And I look at Kaylin.
By all means, I'll go check on Rampart. If he's still in the nurse, I'll take him a plate, and I'll start walking off.
It looks like my lunch has freed up.
Well, I've been thinking about our plans to hang out on Saturday, and I gotta say it's been hard to wait. So I was thinking maybe we could have a little lunch today as a sneak preview.
Oh, I would like that.
You want to go down to the Beau's Inn, my treat?
Sure. How can I refuse such an offer?
He sticks his elbow out, like kind of ready for you to take it, so he can like walk you there.
And I take it, and I'll say, I'm surprised has Grayson said anything to you?
Oh, Grayson says plenty of things, but you learn to tune him out.
I'm glad.
Yes, he thinks he's the king of the castle, but he has no more power here than you or I do.
This is true.
I'm sure he won't be happy, but I'll deal with him, don't worry.
I'd like to be friends with everybody, but everybody makes it hard.
Well, perhaps we can talk more about it over lunch. It ain't easy. You know, everyone's going through their own things. Excuse me.
True. All right, let us be off.
He when y'all get to like the, you know, you go into kind of the like foyer area, and just before y'all leave through the front door, he projects like a magical umbrella with one hand. Like it's made of like it's made of flames, but it's not like radiating heat. Like it's got kind of just like a soft warmth to it, and he just kind of creates this umbrella out of. It's kind of like almost like a pale blue instead of like orange fire.
And Destiny takes that to get in real close while they're walking.
Okay. So before we do that, let's jump over to, I assume.
I have something I'd like to do.
Yeah.
because I didn't like Quintilius's actions, and he's kind of getting away scot-free. He already took off. I'm going to try to find somewhere where nobody can see me. Then I'm going to cast Disguise Self
Mm.
and make myself look like a different student, one that wasn't in this class.
Okay.
And then
Anyone in particular, or just kind of a
generic NPC number 12.
gotcha? Okay.
And I'm gonna like catch up to Quintilius, but I'm not gonna say anything, and I'm gonna use my artificer thing to make something of his smell like bullshit.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Ooh, that's a lot of low numbers.
Just like a button of his or something, like something small on his back or side.
Yeah. So you sneak up behind him and you make his backpack or his like he's got like a messenger bag situation. So you make like the buckle on the messenger bag smell of, what did you say? Shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells like rotting eggs and garbage.
And like as the smell's starting to come up, obviously he's gonna smell it. So I'm gonna like make a farting noise and like book it past him and just like, oh, I gotta get to the bathroom. So this way he thinks, like I just shit myself or something.
He's like, ugh, dude, ugh. This is what happens when. And this is what happens when you have coffee with no breakfast.
And then whenever I can get to a safe spot where nobody can see me, I'll undo the disguise self and continue going to the lunchroom. But this smell's gonna be following him forever.
Make a stealth check.
Well, I'll wait for him to like pass.
I know. Make a stealth check.
Oh, somebody else could see me, I suppose.
Right. Yeah, he's.
Oh, that was almost a 15.
So you duck around the corner and drop your magic, but just as you do, you turn and Professor Menexes is standing right there.
Hi, Professor. I just had to take a quick leak. I couldn't make it to the bathroom.
He cocks an eyebrow and he's like, getting a little revenge, eh? It's awfully Silverquill of you. I had you pegged as more of a Witherbloom.
A little bit of everything. As my friend described me the other day, he called me a bit of a mad scientist.
I see. I'll let this slide this time, but if you're gonna get up to no good, do be a little more careful to cover your tracks next time. That redheaded boy could certainly use well, he's certainly got what's coming to him.
Needs to get a little more down to earth.
Agreed, but nothing that's worth docking points for just yet.
I appreciate the discretion, Professor. I'll do my best.
He gives you a little wink and heads out.
Do my best to not get caught next time as he's like walking away.
He definitely wanted to see how everything was gonna unfold. He was waiting. He's getting in there with popcorn. He's like, okay.
Yeah, the fucking Michael Jackson eating the popcorn meme. He's just like,
he knew he's like, that student's clearly coming from my class, and he wasn't in my class.
Right. He had it coming.
Nice.
All right, so Elix and Alkalin, you guys make your way back to the freshman dorms for lunch, and when you get there, actually, I guess we could do that since we have the cafeteria map now.
Just FYI,
I was like,
that smell lasts indefinitely until I decide to turn it off.
Oh, good. Okay. until you use it for something else, right?
I can have
Basically.
4 instances of magical tinkering up because it's equal to your intelligence modifier.
So he's a stinky boy.
So pretty much until he figures out that it's his bag. Like when I see him not carrying his bag, I'll dispel it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you get there. I guess we'll say you get there kind of shortly after, and Elix is already there. When you guys come in, there is food on the table. I did change the map, but there is food on the table. It appears lunch is being served as normal. There's a table with like vegetarian options. There's another table with like sandwiches. And then there's like a third table with like a salad bar situation. I guess that would be the vegetarian options. Just third table with like drinks and chips and kind of snacky stuff.
I'm gonna oink out because I missed breakfast. I'm gonna get a big old plate of food.
Yes, I will grab food as well. Oh, hello, Kaylin.
Hey, Elix.
Where's Destiny?
Sh- she's gonna get lunch with Xanther, so I took off ahead.
Oh, that's nice.
It seems like they've got a budding romance going on.
Yeah, has been quite apparent from day zero.
Yeah.
Um, do I was thinking about going to visit Rampart during lunch.
I would also like to visit Rampart, and since Destiny's not here, why don't you and I go share lunch with Rampart?
Uh, yeah, yeah. Let's grab a plate and head over. Actually, it's gonna be hard to carry food in the rain, but we can figure something out, I guess.
Find a way, find a way. If you open up your mind.
Can I use prestidigitation to unsoil food from the water?
Pretty sure that's called purify food, and yeah, I think that already has a spell.
I think that exists. I will say though, before you leave, you notice that Quintilius's group has asked him to sit at a separate table. He's sitting by himself.
Yes.
And he doesn't look happy about it. And when he catches your eye, he glares at you. He stares, just daggers at you.
Why would he stare at me? What did I do?
Because of you're in the group with Destiny. You just had your little. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that you did the thing.
Okay.
It's just because you're friends with Destiny.
Oh.
He's not. He's looking at you and Alex. Sorry, not just you specifically, but you
Okay.
and Alex.
I give him
Sorry.
a smile and a wave.
He like rolls his eyes and just looks down at a book that he's like reading while he's eating.
I feel like I missed something.
Another thing for that sense is it can be smelled from up to 10 feet away. By the way.
Yeah, that's why they made him sit at his own table. They don't want to sit even at the same table as him.
So what should we get Rampart? Should we make him a big old salad?
Well, I don't know what the doctor would prescribe. I don't know what Loxodon eats either. I don't know. Let's just throw everything in a bag and take it with us.
For sure, we ate together. The first day here, he had that breaded chicken from the Bozin Tavern, and
They have like hot sandwiches and cold sandwiches. So they have like like a panini, but they also have like turkey sandwich that could be easily made to go.
make him a salad and put a couple cold sandwiches on top, so you can have some options.
All right. You can ask the Warforged if he has a to-go container of some kind,
Yes.
a bag of colding.
Maybe. Pardon me.
How may I be of service?
So, my teammate is stuck in the nurse's office. I was wondering if you had like a container I could put some food and take with me, so we could have lunch together there.
Oh, you mean a bag of colding? Well, of course.
Sweet.
That's too good. I have to use it. I'm sorry. That's
I,
canon now.
I stole it from Critical Role. They gave him a
Well,
bag of they gave him a bag of holding that was designed to hold
enchanted
like
to like.
animal stuff. So it was cold to keep the food, good.
What if you have hot
And
food?
then they memed it on bag of holding, and then it was just perfect. Well, it's an insulator, but
Yeah.
Oh, so it would
Right,
keep
yeah,
hot
it's
food
to,
hot and
like-
cold food cold.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
He says, you may borrow this and return it to me at your next meal.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you.
My pleasure, sir. It is my duty to serve.
How much can this thing hold? Like, can we
Uh,
put all three of our meals in here?
Yeah, it's like a bag of holding. Like,
I'm just like in character asking.
oh, in character.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I think you will find it holds a substantial amount of food,
Oh, okay. Cool.
more than you could probably eat in a single sitting.
Oh, wow. That would hold a lot of food.
I eat a lot.
Yeah. Hey, man, you need them calories for how hard you think. Like L from Death Note.
Yeah, right. Gotta eat all that sugar.
Yeah. All right, Elix, why don't we he let me borrow his bag of colding, so we can all store our food in here, so none of it gets wet, and we can eat with Rampart.
all right. Let's go eat. Let's go visit.
Yeah. I stuffed my plate that I had already made in there, and then we gotta make Rampart's plate real quick. Make that nice big plate of salad, and then put some turkey sandwiches on top. Yeah. And then we'll go to the nurses.
Okay, with food in tow, you head up to the nurse. Well, so you're here, and then now you're headed up to the nurse's office. So I'm gonna do a little cutscene of what was happening right before you walked in. So you guys haven't quite entered the room yet, but as it's kind of wrapping up is when you'll be headed in. Rampart sits on the edge of the bed in the school infirmary, his massive frame dwarfing the furniture around him. His armor and warhammer are hung on a rack in the corner of the room. Nora Ann, which was she was in the first session, if you remember her. Actually, I can.
I remember she was the main girl that was yelling at him at the beginning. Was she?
Was
She's not in the persons of interest.
I remember who she is. At least I'm pretty sure I do. Nora Ann.
Oh wait, yeah,
Not
there
my
she is. She's
lover.
yeah.
She's just a girl.
Nora Ann sits across from him with a clipboard in her hand. She looks up from her notes and meets Rampart's gaze with a gentle smile. How are you feeling today, Rampart? She asks in a soft voice. Rampart sighs heavily. Physically, I'm recovered, but mentally, I'm struggling. I feel as though I let my team down in the battle against the Basilisk. I couldn't protect them like I was supposed to. Nora Ann nods sympathetically. It's understandable to feel that way, Rampart, but it's important to remember that you did everything you could under the circumstances. You protected the team to the best of your ability. Rampart shakes his head. But it wasn't enough. I should have been stronger, faster, better. I'm a paladin. I'm supposed to be a beacon of hope and strength. Nora Ann leans forward, her expression earnest. Rampart, it's okay to recognize that you're still learning. You can't be perfect all the time, and it's okay to make mistakes and to feel vulnerable. Rampart sags his shoulders. I know that logically, but it's still a hard truth to accept. Noran smiles kindly. That's why I'm here, Rampart, to help you work through these emotions and to find a way to cope. It's important to take care of yourself, both physically as well as mentally. Rampart nods slowly, taking in her words. Thank you, Noran. I appreciate your help. She smiles warmly. Of course, Rampart. You're not alone in this. We're all here to support you. And just as she says, we're all here to support you, his two fellow high rollers, Elix and Alcalin, enter the room. She says, well, that's all our time for today, Rampart. Remember, if you need anything, just drop me a line. She hands him what looks like an unsealed envelope, which he quickly tucks into the flap of his tunic. She begins to gather her things and prepare to leave. Ah, greetings, fellow high rollers. I'm happy to report that I've made a full recovery.
That's fantastic.
Uh,
And here,
Excellent.
and
Does
here
that mean you'll
we,
be coming back with us?
Yes, I've been cleared to return for the second half of the day. I'm disappointed I had to miss class, but hopefully it shouldn't be too hard to get caught up. I only missed a day, right?
you were going to
Yeah.
have the class with me and Destiny today. I can tell you what we went over and tell you what pages we read so you can catch up.
While we
Ah, yes, I was just about to say I'm quite famished. I have not had lunch yet, so yes, let's discuss over lunch.
Well, we actually brought food here to eat with you. We didn't realize you were getting out already.
Splendid. Perhaps, well, I would say we could eat in the courtyard, but seems that it is not much of a day for it, so I suppose here will do.
Yeah, I mean, we already walked all this way. Why not?
Why do you think I came all this way?
And I pull out the bag of colding and start handing everybody their food.
I'll
it's,
take two of those sandwiches if you don't mind. I'm.
Oh no, this whole plate's
Good.
for you.
Oh my. Well, that certainly is
We
what I
weren't
was looking
100% sure what you would want, so got you some salad and some sandwiches.
the portions have been quite meager here in the nurse's office, but I'm. This looks spectacular.
But I brought you dinner last night too.
I'm sorry, I didn't have breakfast.
Neither did we. There was a scafu in the cafeteria today.
What sort of snafu?
We're still not 100% sure. Me, Destiny, and Elix, we went to the Bosun Tavern to try to investigate ourselves, and
And did turn anything up?
something went down, something weird. There may have been a scuffle. There was definitely a firebolt scorch mark on the wall. And then in the kitchen, one of the teleportation glyphs that teleports. I'm guessing here that teleports the food to the cafeteria. Was affected by evocation magic in some way. Like somebody was trying to sabotage it. And one of the Warforged workers in the cafeteria had told us that when he went to investigate, when he entered the building, he fell unconscious. And I think he said the same thing happened to the workers that were there, that they had all fallen unconscious.
Why, that is a most perplexing and troubling story. First, rogue mimics at the Biblioplex, Basilisk escaping from dorms, and now we have whole meals disappearing and robotic servants falling unconscious. Either we've got a real prankster on our hands, or something is not as it seems here.
They're not a very good prankster because people are actually getting hurt. I mean, you yourself fell into the infirmary. It could have been worse, but luckily you're Big and strong.
The strongest, my friend. None can stand against me.
Exactly. Um, and we did a good job getting through it.
Well, I'm happy to hear that the High Rollers were able to perform admirably in my absence.
Uh,
And what of Miss Destiny? Is she uh, indisposed?
she is having lunch with that student Xanther. Seems they've got a spark.
Oh, I see. The courting begins.
It looks like it.
Well, I wish her luck. He seems like a fine chap. I certainly certainly prefer his company over the likes of that Grayson fellow.
Yeah, that guy's a douche.
I'm not particularly fond of him. Not at all.
Neither am I. He tried to. I believe that was him, right? The one he tried to mess up my spell in. What class was it? Introduction to Reanimation.
Yeah, he tried to sabotage you.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Oh, well, I. Although he is a bit unfriendly, I don't know that. I, I, I'm not sure we can label him as a suspect in these matters, but it's certainly worth keeping an eye on him.
Yeah. Quintilius also seems to be a bit of a troublemaker. In class today, it seems he might have been trying to set Destiny's book on fire, but she managed to catch it in time.
A petty drama queen. I don't think we have to worry about him so long as his ego stays stroked.
Oh, I got him back good. And I like look around to make sure there's not like a nurse or other students, and then
Yeah, Nora Ann already left at this point. She's
and then I'm like, and Elix is here too, so he gets to hear. Uh, I used a spell to disguise myself and caught up to him, and used that ability that I can use to make the sense. I enchanted his buckle to smell like bullshit, which is probably why he was sitting by himself today at lunch. As I look at Elix.
Uh, that explains the death glare.
Well, again, I was disguised, so there's no way he knows it's me who did that.
I'm sure he has
I don't know about
suspicions.
no way, but he probably not.
Well, regardless, that sounds like a prank that's perfectly
Harmless.
perfectly safe and harmless. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I wish I could have seen the look on his face.
It was great. I just had to humiliate myself a little bit to pull it off, but like I said, luckily I was disguised. So obviously he was gonna smell it immediately, so I pretended to rip ass and just took off and yelled, "I need to go to the bathroom."
He like face palms with his trunk, and he's just like, "Oh well, Kalen. Well, I suppose someone in our group has to be keep things interesting."
Yeah.
Well, as much as I love to hear about your mischievous exploits, would you mind catching me up on what I missed in the morning portion of our class?
Yes, and I like put what I was eating down, and I pull out the book. We started on page 25, and we read to wherever we.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Cut away.
Elix, you've been quiet. Was there? Did you have any thoughts on these events that of the morning?
Nope. Just wondering how we keep getting involved in them.
Funny that.
I recommend against it, but nonetheless, I hope the school solves this dilemma.
Well,
School
it
should be
is-
safe, right?
Of course, yes. The Between the professors and the mage knights, surely we have nothing to fear.
Oh, yeah. I've got no thoughts. I'm just trying to, you know, graduate or whatever it is that we do here.
Something like that. Well, it is hard to stand in the way of the winds of change, so better to have the wind at your back than try to sail against it.
If you say so.
Well, I do say so. All right, then. Let's crack into that lecture, I suppose. Fire dancing? Curious.
Yeah, our professor's pretty cool. It'll be great next week when you can see him.
Well, he's gonna go to the afternoon.
Oh,
class.
right.
Remember we still got the other
Right.
half of the day.
Yeah.
But
Yep,
first, did you want to do something?
No. It's date time, I guess.
Feel free to stop me at any
Date
time if
time.
I'm. If I hit the fast forward, you're welcome to stop me at any point. Okay, but yeah, I think we're gonna jump over to bows in standby. Actually, let's go ahead and take a quick. I think this is a good maybe halfway point for our break time, right?
Sure.
Take a
Yeah.
5-minute break. Let's go ahead and do that. Twitch chat, if anybody's there, feel free to throw some questions in there. I'd be happy to answer them. And as always, don't forget to follow us on Twitch, throw us a like on YouTube, subscribe, comment. You know the drill. Okay, we'll be back. And we're back, just like I said we'd be back. So, Destiny, Xanther has asked you on a little lunch date. Got your
Ooh.
umbrella, and you guys head over towards the Bosun Tavern. When you reach the exterior, unfortunately, it seems that it's still closed.
Oh no.
You spot a sign in the window that says that they don't open till 6 p.m.
Oh no. Oh, so they're going to be opening today. That's good.
I thought this place was open for lunch.
It seemed like there was an incident earlier with it. That's why we didn't have any breakfast.
Oh? I noticed that. I thought they were just slacking. What kind of incident?
I'm not sure. I don't know if they'll say anything about it.
Well, pay it no mind. I think the fire jolt has food. Maybe we could go over there.
Yes, we should.
Shall we? So we head over to the fire jolt.
Out of curiosity, are the chairs still in front of the door, or are they removed?
They had been moved. They were no longer in front of the door. Destiny makes a mental note.
Yeah, I figured they would move it. If they're putting up a sign, someone had to have come by. Hey, we'll check
um,
that later.
as you get to the fire jolt, the rain is coming down harder than ever. It is like just buckets at this point, and even with Xanther's fire umbrella, it's you're like bottoms of your robes are getting wet with all the puddles that have begun to coalesce.
Wow, I've never seen rain like this.
Yes, I didn't realize it rained so much in at this school. I guess that's why all the trees and grass are always so green.
That would that would make sense. They must control the weather or something here, since
Uh,
it's all magical.
yeah, I suppose anything's possible. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm starving. Shall we?
We shall.
So you head inside, and the inside of the coffee shop seems to be bustling with people. There's lots of students enjoying some food and coffee, and you see the you see the Tiefling manager Elena uh, by herself behind the bar right now.
I try to wave into her. I don't know if she's looking.
She's pretty focused on what she's doing. She's currently like she's like multitasking. She's like grinding beans while also like cooking food at the same time, like switching from station to station. For an older lady, she moves pretty fast.
Ooh. Does it look like this place kind of has the same? We sit down and order at the table, like in Bell's End Tavern.
It doesn't have the little like menu prisms, but actually the menu is up on like a chalkboard uh, behind the like main counter, the barista station. So actually, you order up at the counter.
Okay. Do you know what you're gonna get?
He's like, to be honest, I don't really know what they have here. Let's take a look. I think I already gave y'all the handout.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a handout. I have it up so the viewers can see it as well.
No.
Let's see. Coffee, 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 coffee. Ah, here's the food.
Crazy.
Hmm.
Masked vanilla mooncake. Oh.
Goldhorn buns. I like some warm
Mm.
buns.
Mm.
Excuse me, ma'am. And Alina like finishes like setting something up, and she's like, "Oh, Destiny. Hi there. What can I get you guys?"
I would like a mass vanilla mooncake, and we'll have a classic Strixhaven latte to go.
To go.
Oh,
Sure
not
you
to
wouldn't
go,
rather.
to go
I was
together.
like, sure you wouldn't rather eat here.
I meant to go together.
He says, "I'll get a classic as well, and the Goldhorn buns." And she's like, "Okay, coming right up. It'll be just a couple of minutes. I'll bring it over to your table when it's ready. Just find a spot anywhere and make yourselves at home."
I don't mean to interrupt, but what is a bonbon?
Bonbon is a traditionally, I think, Hawaiian treat. It's like a little chocolate. What is a bonbon? It's like a little chocolate dessert kind of thing. A small chocolate confection filled with liqueur or some sort of alcoholic ingredient.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh
there
shit, I could have gotten liquor.
Well,
you go. Well, liqueur. Yeah. Yeah, I think they. Oh no, it originates from France. Why did I think it was Hawaiian?
Alright.
Anyways. So there's some like bar seating or there's a table. You want to sit at the bar?
Yeah, we don't need to take up a table that's meant for like 8 people.
He pulls out the stool for you to sit down.
Thank you.
Of course.
And I'm using Prestidigitation, get any water off us.
Whew, yeah, you clean the bottom of your cloak and his his pants and boots. It's like, oh, thank you very much. It's boy, I gotta say, not a fan of this weather. From where I come from, it's sunshine all year round.
Oh, I feel that where I come from, it never rains.
Sounds like we hail from pretty similar backgrounds. Tell me, what made you want to come to Strixhaven?
It's a far place from home, it feels like, and well, I guess I'll just be honest, being from hell, there's a lot to do, but not for my kind.
Mm, yes, I've heard it's not exactly the nicest place to visit.
Yeah. I mean, where I'm from there's a lot of entertainment and of the sorts. A lot of people would go there if maybe the residents were a little friendlier to outsiders.
I've heard it's more of the sadistic variety.
Yeah, a little bit. But being here, being able to learn about other people, being around people where I can actually have friendly conversations with is it's a breath of fresh air. And I get to keep practicing magic.
Well, it's been great to meet new people. There's so many different types of folks from all over the multiverse that come here. Uh, can't imagine that I'd ever meet a girl like you if I had just stayed home.
Probably not very likely, but I'm happy to have met you.
So, what do you think of our class so far? What do you think of the professors?
So far, the professors have been great. I love all the Prismari professors.
They're okay. Uh, I'm not super impressed. To be honest, these first year classes are a bit boring to me. I'd really rather get into something more meaty.
Ooh, what do you have in mind? What are you looking forward to?
I want to cast some spells, blow something up, ready to see some action. I want to cast a fireball.
Ooh, I'm sure we'll get there. I mean, I've been seeing quite a bit of action dealing with the basilisk, and that first day with the alive chests that were there.
A basilisk here on campus?
So someone had the bright idea of bringing it as their pet, and it got out.
Oh boy, for a college full of supposedly brilliant people, there are some real dummies here.
You can say that again, but I'm sure they'll kind of filter them out as we advance in the years.
I'll tell you, one of the boys in my group, he is not the brightest crown in the box.
Oh
That
yeah.
that Owlin Javanesh, he's uh, you ever heard the expression bird brain? And
Oh.
he is the walking representation of it. I
Okay.
swear, our group's gonna lose just based on his failures alone.
Oh no, that's rough. Well, Grayson has something else to worry about than just me, I guess.
Yes, Grayson's not happy at all. He's got a lot on his plate, but I the groups are nice, but really at the end of the day, we're all just here for ourselves, right?
It's true, but it's also important to meet people, gain those people skills.
Yes, yes, of course. I just don't want to limit myself, broaden my horizons.
I'll broaden your horizons. I mean, I know what you mean.
uh, Alita comes over with y'all's food and drinks, and she goes, "Here you go, kids. Enjoy." Oh,
Thank you.
and Destiny, if you're still interested in picking up some shifts at the bar, I could use some help this weekend if you're not too busy.
Um, on Sunday I'll be free.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Russell.
Am
Oh
I
no.
am I lagging out or are you lagging out?
It's you.
I guess you did like again.
Okay, I missed what
Wait.
you said. Could you repeat that?
I'm free this Sunday.
Uh,
Thought I did something because I accidentally hit my mic and I was like, I died.
well, yeah, I morning, night preference. We open at 6 a.m. and we stay open till 10.
I will be available on Sunday. Saturday I'm pretty booked, and I look at Xanther and give him a wink.
Uh, I'm sorry. One more time.
It's okay.
I heard the wink. That was all I heard. Just starting to
this
give him a wink.
this Saturday I'm pretty booked, and she looks at Xanther, gives him a wink.
Evening shift. Got it. Uh, yeah, if you could just come in about 6 and like I said, it's still 10, so appreciate it. Well, I'll let you kids get back to your date. She sticks off. And when she says that, Xanther's like, "Oh, was this a date now? I thought we were just having lunch."
Ooh, it's whatever we want to call it, I suppose.
Well, names are open to interpretation. That's the Prismare way, no?
Mm-hmm. Let's see, what was I gonna say?
As you kind of eat your food and sip on your coffee, you kind of think about what to say next. And while he's eating too, he pulls out a sketchbook and starts kind of like just doodling a little bit.
You like to draw?
Oh, I love it, child. Love to. Oh, I'm always sketching a little something in my notepad here.
I tend to do the same.
Really? What's your preferred medium?
Watercolor and firebolt.
Spoken like a true Prismari. I you know, I dabble in a bit of drawing, but I'll tell you, the thing that really gets my blood pumping is dancing.
You like to dance?
Love to dance. In fact, I gotta say, the lesson today about fire dancing it, struck pretty close to home. I in my culture, that's one of our traditions. We actually have a festival every year where we do traditional dances from years past.
Have you thought about joining the Play Actors Guild?
Play Actors Guild, isn't it just a bunch of stuffy drama queens like that Quinty fellow?
I mean, I'm in it, but it's not all like that.
I meant no offense. Present company excluded, of course.
But yes, he does have an interest in it, but I'm hoping he comes around. He doesn't
Hmm.
seem all that bad. Just a little
Uh,
stuck up.
to be honest, I hadn't really considered what extracurriculars I was taking yet, so maybe I'll stop by and check it out.
There's that. I haven't s- You might like the Distinguished Society of Fine Artists too, but I haven't. That's on Saturday.
Hmm. Well, you know, in the spirit of broadening horizons, I can at least give it a shot.
You should definitely check into one of those. Not just to see more of me, of course, but for your own.
um, as his doodle like starts to come together, he's basically just sketching the like the little barista station. So like the coffee makers and the jars of beans and the all the and it's pretty good. I mean, it's like a rough pencil sketch, but it's not bad.
Looks good.
Yeah, it's a bit uninspired, but I'm just trying to practice.
Mm-hmm. It's important too. Oh, this is so good. He's like almost crying into the masked vanilla moon cake. It's so good.
So just the anime tears running down your
Yeah,
eyes. He's like, you all right over there? Are you having a moment?
it's so good. Here, you should have a bite, and I like scoop out a little bit to feed him.
And do you like with your finger or like with like a fork?
A fork.
He you can see he looks a little disappointed, and then he takes the fork and eats it.
she, she wasn't eating it like finger food.
A fucking mongrel. Uh,
He just scoots away.
and he's just like, good. It's a bit sweet for me. I'm more of a savory kind of guy.
Oh, that makes sense. I just don't get to eat a lot of sweets. So when I can, it's like a something special.
Well, you are what you eat, they say.
I'll just stop. That weather. Okay.
How about that weather? Yeah. Yeah, you can still hear the rain just absolutely pouring down. One of the kids like leaves, and as they like open and close the door, you can hear the rain is just pouring down. You hear loud thunder booming. He's like, oh man, I'd rather go back to my dorm than trudge through this rain to go to class again.
Definitely. I wish I brought my umbrella, but I didn't quite. There's got to be a place to see the forecast, I imagine.
You would think so. I think the newspaper usually has something in it, but that's too much reading for me. I don't really have the patience.
Yeah, I can't say I'd want to go out of my way to just to see if it's raining or not. I guess I should just walk around with my umbrella.
Well, you've always got a spot under my umbrella.
I'll be sure to accept it every time.
Well, it's almost time for class. I guess we better get going. He finishes his coffee. So, did you want to get anything to go before we head up?
I am all set. You know, I know everybody's here for themselves, but it'd be nice if we can make an event where people can come by and hang out.
Like a social club, or what did you have in mind?
Maybe like I guess it could be pertaining to different interests, maybe a day where people can come by and paint or I've heard things about these moving pictures that I've never gotten to see.
You know, I heard about those too. Those sound. It's quite an interesting form of magic. I could get behind that.
They must have something around here. I'll have to think on it. Try and invite everybody. Have something
Maybe,
fun for just the first years.
maybe we could make our own group. I was talking to Grayson, and he said that anyone can make a group. You just have to have a upperclassman uh, that can be responsible.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, if we can find a sponsor from one of the older students, then yeah, we can make whatever club we want. We can make a drink, coffee, and chat club if we really want.
That actually sounds nice.
Well, that's that then, I guess.
I'm gonna scoot on out of here. Cling on real close to him as we walk back. Like, gosh, damn, this weather.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like this rain is ever gonna let up, but yeah, what are you gonna do? It's the way the cookie crumbles.
I suppose so. I'm gonna create a club. You'll see.
You'll see with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna invite everybody.
All right. So after your cute little lunch date, you head on back to class, and from there, afternoon classes, pretty uneventful. Um, Quintilius is still stinky.
Ooh.
Professor Menexes is still extra. The Professor Ruxa is still an adorable bear. And
Oh,
is there anything particular you wanted to do in the afternoon class?
Grandpa, you're here.
Oh yes, I'm here as well. I'd love to learn some magical history. Fire dancing, eh? Quite curious.
You can come sit with us, but maybe like on the far side, so he's away from Quintilius's stinky ass.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure
Yes,
everybody's sitting a full 10 feet away from him.
Yes, I have a strong sense of smell. Quintilius, please stay over there. I don't know. I washed all my clothes. I don't know why.
Wonder what that's about.
I
Anyway.
I whisper to Destiny, and I'm like, "That was me. I'll tell you about it later."
You oh, I didn't say this earlier. Destiny, you got a -1 point with Quintilius for that interaction. I forgot to
Nice.
mention that, but yeah, and for the lunch date, that's another +1 for Xanther.
Plus 10. Okay.
+1.
I think
I
the
know, I
points are
know.
at 3
Oh my
with
God.
Xanther, right?
You got to do a little more for a +10, okay?
I'm trying.
Yeah, so class goes pretty swell. Nothing too out of the ordinary, just kind of more of the same from the morning. And as things are wrapping up. It's about time for Alcalin to head to Alcalin and Elix to go to work, and then Destiny. What are you gonna do after class? Because you currently don't have a job, uh, but
I thought
or you know
I
any.
thought yesterday she agreed to start working at the Fire Jolt Cafe.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go over
I guess I could stop by to see if they need help.
there. Okay. Um, let's go ahead and start there, and then we'll do. Well, now we've just been doing the whole lunch thing. So okay, so we'll do Kalen and Elix, and then we'll circle back around to you at the end here, just to pace things better. Um, okay, let's actually start with Elix, so I want to pick
It actually usually starts with him anyway.
on. Is it?
Yeah.
Well, then we'll start with Kalen. Just
Wow.
kidding. No. Okay. So Elix, you head to the Bibliopex, starting to fall into a routine. You know, you've been doing this a couple of days now, and while you're going about your work in the library, gathering the books for the return section to be shelved, you notice that one particular shelf has a large chunk of books missing. You move a little closer to investigate, and you hear a faint sniffling sound.
Um, I slowly shimmy over to the mysterious bookshelf.
Following the sound, you find. Actually, let me switch over to this one. Not Rampart. Um. Oh, is he not on here? No, there he is. Sorry, I'm just blind. You find this fella, the Minotaur that you bumped into the other day. It was yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't remember how long ago. But following the sound, you find Drasimir hiding behind a shelf, looking rather upset. Seeing a Minotaur emotional is a bit of an unusual and surprising sight. You approach cautiously so as not to startle
Uh, Hello?
him. He looks up, his eyes are red and puffy from crying, and he tries to compose himself, but another wave of sadness overtakes him, and he buries his face in his hands.
Uh, Hello? Uh, are you okay?
He slowly lifts his head to meet your eyes, and he says, "Just feeling overwhelmed. There's so many books to organize, and I'm afraid I'm not doing a good job." One of the professors yelled at me because we didn't have the book he wanted. And he said it was my fault.
Um, I'm sorry. That's that sucks.
No, it wasn't my fault. I told him, but he just kept yelling and yelling.
What book was he looking for?
I don't remember. I don't know. There's so many books, so many titles. It's too much. I can't do it all.
Uh, then why don't you just go home for the day? I'll finish everything.
He he looks at you and uh he nods and he's like, "Thank you. I think I'll do that now. You sure you don't mind covering for me?"
No, it's all right. Go get some tea and some rest. Uh, it'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you. And he
Alright.
pulls you in for a unsolicited hug, Elix, and just like gives you this big old hug, and then he stands up and leaves.
The hug for me is definitely awkward. Like I
Yeah.
don't move. I just sit down there awkwardly.
Fucking
Well,
like.
yeah. Uh, uh, and then I'll just probably take the extra hour or so that night it does to do both the jobs or whatever. And
Go
yeah, I'll
ahead
just
and
keep working.
make a go ahead and make a Constitution check, please.
Constitution.
He's gonna break your spine.
Fucking
Holy shit.
busting out all the good checks for wizards today. Strength checks,
Constitution should be a good one for wizards.
maybe.
Um, helps if you
Uh,
roll well.
you can guidance if you want.
What's it called? What? No, it's too late. Doesn't guidance doesn't make any sense here.
Okay. Um. So Elix, you work your ass off doing the work of two people, and when you get done, you are fucking just like beat. You're actually going to gain 2 levels of exhaustion from that. And as you're getting ready to leave, Isla, which is that's the redheaded gnome chick that runs um, the cafe in the library, she's like, "Oh, hey, Elix, before you go, can I talk to you real quick?"
Uh, yeah, sure. Do you have a coffee or something for me to drink?
She looks at you and she's like, "Oh boy, you look like you've been dredged up out of the Sedgemoor." Yeah, I gotcha. And she grabs a like canned coffee from the cooler.
All right, I'll just sit down and take a few sips, but probably not drink that much, all things considered. Uh, and what did you
She
want to talk about?
she sits down with you like in the dining area outside the cafe, and she's like, "I saw you working today, and you were really, I mean, just absolutely busting your chops. And I gotta say, I'm impressed. Most first years are so busy chasing girls or deep in their books, they don't have time to put in a honest day's work. They usually just put in the bare minimum, just enough to collect a paycheck. So I just wanted to say thanks for giving it your all."
Uh, you don't need to. Uh, I don't. I don't need. I mean, thank you. Thank you, but I was just helping out Minotaur. I think Drazomir. He said his name was at some point. Um,
Yeah, yep. Little Drazzy's been with us since last year. This is his second year at Strixhaven, but gosh, he still acts like a freshman.
right. Well, he just uh, needed to go home, so I just, you know, offered to take over for him.
He's a bit of a sensitive kid. Sweet boy. I don't mean that negatively, but he just sometimes he doesn't really cope well with the stress of campus life.
That's the impression I got a little bit. Um,
Well, anyways, I really appreciate you picking up his slack, and hopefully he'll be able to. Uh, hopefully this won't be a regular thing, and if he keeps
I
it
hope
up, I'm
not.
gonna
I'm
have to.
exhausted.
Yeah, I can tell you look like hell. Say, I know this isn't probably what you want to hear right now, but I had a student request off on Sunday. Is there any way you could pick up an extra shift? I'll pay you an extra gold for the week, but I could really use an extra pair of hands.
Uh, I don't think I have any plans for Sunday right now. So,
No pressure, of course. I mean, if you can, it's fine, but I'd really appreciate it.
yeah, I think I can come in Sunday. Uh, I still have Saturday off for my clubs and activities, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, Saturday I've got covered. I just needed an extra hand Sunday. So hey, I really appreciate it, Alex. You've really done me quite a favor. I'll you know what? The heck with it. 5 points to your team.
Oh, well, thank you. You didn't have to do that. Appreciate it.
Well, I don't get to award points very often. It's something that's more in the purview of the professors, but I'm faculty here too. Damn it, I want to award some points every once in a while.
Well, I hope they counted.
They do. They do. There's actually, it's pretty interesting. There's a magical enchantment that it permeates the entire college. So just by simply speaking the words, the points are magically tallied. Pretty cool, huh?
That's incredibly convenient. Yes.
I know. The founding dragons, gosh, the magic they wove over this place is just unlike anything I could ever have imagined. It's truly incredible.
It looks that way. It's way above my pay grade.
You and me both. To think, a simple girl like me hailing from Greenhaven, who would have thunk?
Uh, yeah. You're from Greenhaven?
Sure am, born and raised.
I'm actually from there as well.
Oh, what a coinky dink! Uh, no offense, but you were probably still in diapers by the time I left. But
Yeah. Yes, I would assume so.
not that I'm old or anything, but wow,
Right.
that's small world. How about that? Or small plane? Whatever. Small world.
Small boat. Yeah. It's, certainly a coincidence.
Well, listen, Alex, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I can tell you're ready to fall into bed, so please go and get some rest. You got class.
So,
You got class.
fall into bed is accurate.
Thanks again. Really, I do appreciate your help.
Thank you, I guess, for the points and the coffee drink. And I leave the coffee on the table, even though it's like 90% filled still.
You took like one sip out of it.
I took a couple sips, just enough to keep me going.
I mean, at this hour, that's probably all you need.
What's it called? And I'll trudge awkwardly through the rain and all that stuff back to the dorm.
Yeah, you feel like by the time you get back to your dorm, you just feel like a drowned rat.
Yeah, exactly. It's just take all the clothes off, throw them in a corner, and then crash on the bed.
And embrace that sweet oblivion. Okay, so that will gain you one relationship point with Drasimir. Not doing relationship points with the teachers for obvious reasons, and but I will take in previous interactions into future how they roleplay and whatnot. Definitely got brownie points with Isla for that. Okay, to the Bow's Inn for Mr. Alcalin.
Let's go.
So you report for your ship.
For my what? My shit?
Sorry, you report for your shit. Sorry, I unplugged my mic. You report for your ship, and it's already busy. I mean, like the fucking place just opened and it's already packed with people. So you head on back to the kitchen and get washed up, and you see Guillaume who's barking orders at the other students or faculty that work there.
Let's go. I jump right into it. Where do you want me, Chef?
He says, Alcalin. So Chef Guillaume towers over you, Alcalin, and he says, "Today I'm going to have you working on a new technique. You'll be preparing the fish for tonight's meal, and the kitchen is a bustling hive of activity filled with all sorts of sounds and smells, sizzling pans, bubbling pots. But Chef Guillaume seems completely tranquil, his attention entirely focused on you and the dish that he's instructing you on how to make. Listen carefully, young one. This technique is a delicate one, requiring precision and patience. You must be gentle with the fish, or you'll ruin the dish." With practiced hands, Chef Guillaume picks up a fillet of fish and shows you how to remove the bones with a swift, deft movement of his knife. He explains each step in detail, his voice low and soothing as he outlines the process step by step. "Now, don't forget the seasoning," Chef Guillaume continues, adding a pinch of salt and a sprinkle of herbs to the fish. "You want just enough to enhance the flavor, but not so much that it overpowers the natural taste." As he finishes seasoning the fish, he takes a step back and nods. "Your turn now, young one. Show me what you've learned."
And then guidance. And then I
Yeah, guidance, chef's tools,
cooks utensils go.
chef's utensils. There we go. Natural one. Nope. 17. And 4 for a 21.
21.
Anyway. Alcalin, you take the fillet and your hands tremble slightly with nervousness, but you begin to prepare with the technique that Chef Guillaume has taught you. Despite your initial hesitations, you soon find yourself falling into a rhythm, your movements becoming more fluid and confident with each passing moment. Chef Guillaume watches you on with a proud smile, offering words of encouragement and guidance where needed. By the time you finish, the fish looks and smells absolutely amazing. "Well done, young one." His voice filled with warmth and pride. "You're well on your way to becoming a master chef in no time."
Hell yeah.
Good job.
They say the ladies like it when a man can cook.
Bit of a womanizer like your old buddy Guillaume, eh?
Maybe one day.
I chased a few troll girls back in my day. But I'm happily married now, and couldn't ask for anything more.
That's cool. That's good.
Yes. Mrs. Guillaume, she doesn't work on campus. She prefers just to stay at home to raise our children.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh yes. It's quite a full-time job being a stay-at-home mom, though. She cooks and cleans, and you would think me being a chef I'd handle the meals, but to be honest, by the time I get home at the end of the day, I don't much feel like cooking. So I appreciate her hard work.
I don't blame you on that.
Perhaps we'll have you over for dinner someday, and you can meet my family. I'd love for them to meet my rising young star pupil.
Really? Me?
Me?
That would be
Well,
awesome.
yes, of course. You've really impressed me. I had pretty low expectations for a freshman, but you've really taken to the kitchen in quite an excellent way.
Well, I had to pretty much take care of myself from a young age, as my parents were always busy with work, so I kind of learned to cook a long time ago. And, I don't want just sandwiches or heated up like macaroni or something, It gets boring after a while. So
Absolutely vile.
Yeah, so I started to experiment myself, and I kind of, picked up a few things.
Well, hardships often produce some of the finest peoples of this world, so count yourself lucky, even though you may not feel it, that your parents may have inadvertently done you quite the favor with their focus on their work.
Yes. No, I understand the situation. I don't hold it against my parents.
I'm sure they love you.
They do. They've shown their love in their way, the best that they can.
Unfortunately, there's no Strixhaven Academy for being a parent. It's something that everyone has to find their own way about doing.
Yeah.
Well, seems that the rush is beginning to slow down. You're welcome to make yourself a meal, and if you'd like, I'd be happy to teach you another one of our signature dishes.
Actually, I want to try this fish. I've been making it all day, and it smells fantastic. I gotta try it.
Oh, sure, why not? It's the. Do we have it on here? Might be something I just decided to come up with.
It's probably just something you came up with. I don't think any of these said fish.
Those fish are friends, not food.
Are there any? What's a D&D fish? Marrow? Sahuagin?
So,
It's a little cannibalistic. Studied sentient creatures.
I think the only aquatic creature would be the dragon turtle.
I'm sure there's some kind of ugly fish.
Just add a fish.
Oh, quippers! Quippers, yeah. They're like piranha.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's roasted quipper is what you've been making.
Nice. Yeah, I can't wait to try this.
Yep. So, well, I guess I don't have anything to show you then. You've seemed to have mastered the dish.
I'm a quick learner.
I see that. Well, a powerful tool or a powerful skill to have at Strixhaven. You'll certainly do well here.
That's why I applied for Strixhaven. I know it's one of the best top magic schools in all the planes.
Well, there isn't much competition. Most planes are so busy with their wars and their petty squabbles that they can't seem to sit down and take a focus on learning and spreading knowledge. They prefer to hoard their knowledge and keep it secret from the masses. That's just not our way here.
Yeah, I'll never understand why you would hoard such knowledge.
I suppose knowledge in the wrong hands can be dangerous, but that's part of why students who study here are expected to stay for several years, and they are under the tutelage of mentors like myself. Not to toot my own horn, but I like to think I have a good influence on the students I run across.
Well, you've been fantastic with me.
Well, enjoy your meal. I've got some washing up to do.
You sure you don't want to sit down and join me?
No. Mrs. Guillaume will have dinner surely waiting for me.
That's fair.
I appreciate the offer, though. Perhaps another time. I'll arrange it so that we can eat together. If you have no plans tomorrow, perhaps we could eat tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything planned for tomorrow. Just coming to work here like I usually do.
Sounds good then. Well, I look forward to it tomorrow.
Cool.
He goes about his business. Everything seems ordinary, strangely.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask him about
So yeah.
I got all distracted with the RP.
That's okay.
Yo, do you
I
know
was waiting for it.
what happened to everybody this morning? The students didn't have breakfast.
Oh yes, I'm sure rumors are flying, but don't worry. It was, quite frankly, I overslept. My alarm didn't go off, and I'm the only one with the key to the tavern. So, unfortunately, the rest of the staff couldn't get in, so they went home, and I I arrived later in the day to make lunch, and uh, embarrassed as I am to admit, these things do happen from time to time. So don't worry, I won't be making a habit of it.
All right, if you say so.
Insight check?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's clear. Like, we've already investigated, so we know that there was something that went on.
Why are you lying to us?
Yeah, I mean, you've developed a bond with this guy, so you wouldn't even like the thought of him lying didn't even really cross your mind. Um, you pretty much take what he says at face value. Okay. Destiny.
It's
Is there anything else you wanted to say before we move on?
Yeah.
So Destiny, you I guess we could have to do all this, but so Destiny, you head over to the Fire Jolt, reminded of your conversation with Mina Lee and Alina about working at the Fire Jolt. And when you come in, things have slowed down, certainly since lunch, but there's still a few people kicking around. Most people here look like they're doing their homework and studying. So it's like instead of lively chatter, people are just kind of quietly in their books with a cup of coffee. And Alina is she looks a bit frazzled. Her hair's kind of got a few wild strands, but her and Mina Lee are currently just hanging out behind the counter.
Hey, you need help today?
Oh, you know what? I am absolutely spent after the lunch rush today. You know, the rain really brings out the crowds. I think I think today would be a perfect opportunity for you to learn the ropes and for me to turn in a little early tonight. You think you can handle that, Mina? And Mina Lee is like, yeah, oh, I can handle her.
Ooh, I hope so. I like being handled.
She says, "Very good. You still have your key that you can lock up, right?" And Mina nods, and she's like, "See you tomorrow, boss." And so Alina takes off, and I guess we could shift over to this just so you can get you figure out what she looks like. And she's like, "So, how was your class?"
It was good. A little art history.
Art history, huh? Heard you were getting a jump start on physiologies. Checking out some of the humanoid creatures.
Oh yeah. Just a little minor in the body.
Well, yeah, Alina spilled the beans already. She told me she saw you here with a boy, and a good-looking one at that.
Oh, he's a very handsome fire genasi.
So, what's his name, Dish?
Uh, his name's Xanther.
Ooh, okay, exotic. So, what do you
He's
think of this guy, huh?
he's one of the more approachable of the first years. I would say the other ones are uh they need some lessons taught, I would say. Some
Yeah,
experience.
there's some real fixer uppers. I'll tell you that much.
I'm sure it'll catch up to them.
Well, everyone matures at a different rate. You know, us ladies, we mature a little faster, right?
You're right. So is the boys. They're all stuck up. I don't know what kind of mommy daddy issues they have.
It's all ego, sweetie. They're all just trying to be the best, like no one ever was.
Truly.
And some of them might just succeed. You know, I know it seems like they got their head up there, you know what, but trust me, we need that kind of drive. It's that kind of drive that made this school in the first place.
Fair enough. I'm sure they'll all warm them up to each other. I mean, we're spending several years. We can't all be fighting the whole time. I hope.
if they wanna hang with us, they better shape up or ship out, right?
I agree.
Well, anyways, I guess we better learn something about coffee, right? Let's see. Have I showed you anything, or this is Russ talking? I don't. Did we?
They
She
went
showed
over
the
how to
basic
make all
brew.
the drinks, yeah.
Okay.
All except the
Uh,
specialty one.
yeah, everything's.
Yeah, everything's
Okay.
besides, yeah, specialty.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's. I guess we could go over some of the pastries. Typically, we make the confection type stuff in the morning, but yeah, we could always make a extra batch. They last a while. So she starts showing you how to make some of the little pastry various
She's like
breads and
excited
the
to make
like.
the masked vanilla mooncake. She's like, yes.
You're like your eyes are like wide and you're like holding back drool trying to make it, and she's like, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is your favorite one. Am I right?
I tried this one and it was delicious.
She breaks one off, and one for you, one for herself, and she's like, oh, we gotta sample our work, make sure it's edible, right?
Oh, of course.
She clinks her mooncake against yours like a cheers, and she's like, bottoms up.
Nom.
Ah,
Here.
so good. Man, there's just nothing quite like that.
Oh, it's my favorite.
You know, these are all Alina's. It's all her own recipes.
She's a genius.
I know. I don't know where she came up with this stuff, but before she came here, she would travel all across the multiverse. I guess she picked this up in her travels.
Must have. This is a lot for one person to just come up with.
I know, it's crazy. And you know, once you see her make that signature latte too, it is it's not only is it one of the tastiest things I've ever had, it's pretty impressive to watch her make it. It's, you know, coffee and a show.
I'll have to save up a little bit so I can try it.
Yeah, it's pretty pricey, and the reason that she charges so much is because the effect that it has is, well, to be fair, it would give some people an edge in their classes, and you know, most students can't afford it, except the rich ones. But it's that price is it's gotta be that price. Otherwise, it would be unfair.
It's unfair to us poor students, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know. It seems kind of backwards. Like, why should the rich kids get an advantage? But let's be honest, they'd have an advantage anyways. So, what are we gonna do?
Very true.
I'll tell you though, come finals time, it's worth every gold piece.
I will keep that in mind.
And by having our signature latte be so expensive, we usually rake in pretty fat stacks towards the end of the year, and that allows us to keep our other menu options dirt cheap. So
Ooh,
it,
that makes sense.
yeah, it's a pretty smart business decision. Elena was a silver quill after all.
She knows her stuff.
She knows business just as well as she knows coffee, and I really look up to her in a lot of ways. I hope I can open a shop of my own someday.
Ooh, is that what you want to do?
Yeah, she's made some noises about wanting to retire, and she wants me to take over, but I just, I want to start fresh. Like, I love Strixhaven, and I love it here. I love the environment and Alina, but I've always wanted to strike out and do my own thing. See new places, experience new things.
I feel you. That's what I want to do. I don't want to stay in one place. That's why I'm a Prismari, I guess.
Well, everyone has their own path. I mean, some students end up staying here their whole lives. They become professors or teachers or faculty or whatever, and that's fine. Some people they couldn't be happier, but I don't know. I guess it's just wanderlust. I guess. I bet when I'm older, I won't feel that way. Who knows?
Who knows? We're changing. What do they say in biology? We change every 7 years. Our cells are all different. Something like that.
I don't know. Sounds like some Quandrix nerd shit to me.
Yeah.
But you're probably right. Well,
Something
anyways,
I heard.
if you want to go a little early, I'll tell Alina you stayed till closing. Closing's pretty boring. We just clean the machines. It's nothing too spectacular. If you
I'll
got some
help
homework
out.
or something. Oh, well, okay. You sure you don't have any homework or anything you need to catch up on?
I don't know. Did I get any homework?
No. Well, just you've been working on your little art project thing the
Yeah.
past couple nights. So you don't. I'm not going to make you do any homework or anything. It's purely your choice.
I can help out. I don't. It's only the first week, so they don't really have anything too much for us.
Suit yourself. I could always use the help. So come around 10 o'clock or so. They shut things down, put the chairs on top of the tables, clean the machines. Pretty standard stuff. Wipe
That
wipe
way
down the
we can
counters.
leave early if I'm helping.
Yeah. With the two of us, we'll be done in no time. So takes y'all maybe like 15, 20 minutes at most, and y'all are out of there before 10:30.
I'm gonna go back to the dorms and see what girls are out. I'm trying.
Around.
I'm trying. I'm gonna be the one prawling.
Well, actually, Mina, I know she's a second year, right? Actually, I think she's a third year, maybe. I can't remember, but not a first year, most importantly. Let's see, what first years are.
What first years are out in the dorms? Who am I pouncing on tonight? Just kidding.
Oh, boy.
Give me that persuasion check.
All right. Okay.
Double D20.
So you're double D20, Jesus. It took me a second. Oh boy.
For advantage, obviously.
Duh.
Duh.
So you're Destiny, you get back to the dorms pretty late. And it's almost curfew, but you happen to spot around the side of the building, you see some faint wisps with your sharp tiefling dark vision. You spot some wisps of smoke coming from the side of the building.
Ooh, I'm gonna check it out. I'm nosy.
Are you going to be sneaky, or are you going to just make your way?
I'll try to be sneaky, but we know my cheeked up tiefling isn't very quiet.
Well, let's stealth check and see what happens.
Yeah,
Hey.
I learned a lesson.
So remembering last time you try to step a little more silently, and you kind of peer around the corner, and it seems that Aurora is smoking a cigarette.
Ooh, I found the person who smokes. Nice earrings.
Oh God, you scared me. Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry.
You could maybe announce yourself next time if you're planning on sneaking up and scaring the shit out of me.
I'll do that next time. I'm so sorry. And I'll pull
Whatever.
out a cigarette.
Whatever. She sees you pull out the cigarette and she's like, kind of like, hmm. She's like, need a light?
I would love that. I hold my cigarette out.
She pulls out like a little Zippo lighter that's got it's got like a spider web design on the front of it. She clicks it and lights your cigarette for you.
So is there a place you're getting your cigarettes?
Well, to be honest, this is a bit of a special one. This is actually my last one in my pack. Still trying to figure out how I'm gonna get more.
I could lend you a couple. Let's see. Yeah, I have quite a bit left. I can give you 5, but maybe we'll have to figure out where we can get more, you know?
Oh, listen, I don't want to be a bother. I mean, those are yours. I mean, I'd appreciate a bum, but it's yours. Seriously, keep it.
Okay, well I'll give you 1 so it's not too bad
All right, fair
for
enough.
later.
I heard some rumors about. Have you heard of Snarlton?
Snarlting? This is the first time I'm hearing that.
So apparently, there's a little town just outside the campus that some of the kids go on, or some of the students go on weekends and holidays and stuff. They got some restaurants and bars and stuff like that. But I've heard if you know the right people and you know the right place, there's some places to get some contraband.
Ooh, I'll have to keep that in mind because eventually I'm gonna have to stock up on these cigarettes, and I'm sure they're not selling them.
I think it goes without saying. I mean, you're no snitch, right? You're not gonna rat me out.
Honey, we're doing the same thing.
Okay. Just making sure, mutually assured destruction and all that. You rat me out, I rat you out.
Exactly. I wouldn't do that anyways. Your
Well,
business is not my business.
I think I'm gonna try to make a trip down to Snarlton and see if I can find this mysterious. Apparently, it's somebody called the Broker. That's all I really found out so far. It's a pretty
Oh.
tight-lipped secret, especially to freshmen. Nobody wants to give the freshmen any of the cool secrets.
Oh, of course. They always have to leave freshmen out. I
It's
will
like we're
keep them in
freaking
mind.
adults. Like we can cast magic too. How is that any different than a sophomore?
Exactly. We can all drink here, I think.
Exactly.
I can.
Thank you. You're all right. What was your name again?
I'm Destiny.
Destiny. Normally I hate people, but you're all right.
How are you getting along with the other girls in our dorm?
Miserable. Rosie never shuts the fuck up. Loren is creepy little mouse. Rubina, I mean, gosh, I've known Rubina since we were kids, or we go way back, so I'm glad she's here, but if it wasn't for her, I think I would have lost my frickin' mind by now.
Always need that rock. Well, I don't want to bother anyone, especially if nobody's really getting along, but I think a girls' night would be a good way to get the girls to bond a little. I feel like girls have to have each other's back a little. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Ugh.
But I know what you
Social.
mean about Rosie. I could see what you mean about that.
Yeah, social gatherings are just really not to my taste. I kind of prefer the one-on-one or a small group.
Yeah,
Not
maybe I
really
could.
one for crowds.
I'll try to think of something, but I don't know if we. I don't want to not invite anyone if I do something with all the girls, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll try to think of something that will be chill. and not feel like a social gathering.
Well, let me know what you come up with. And she puts out her cigarette like on the bottom of her shoe and flicks it.
Well, if you find anything about the broker or just where to get cigarettes in general, let me know. I'll eventually need some.
I'll let you know what I find out. Hopefully, I make some headway this weekend.
I probably won't head down there this weekend, but maybe I'll find time to next weekend. So if you don't
Yes,
find something, I'll definitely give it a try.
it sounds pretty cool. From the stories I've heard, there's some interesting stuff down there. So I think it's worth at least checking out.
All right. Well, thanks for letting me know about that. I will see you around.
Get you on the flip. Chad's back inside.
Yeah, I finally got to talk to Aurora. Woohoo!
And she doesn't hate your guts.
Yeah.
Caught her in her natural habitat.
Oh yeah.
Alone.
Skulking around at night, smoking cigarettes alone. Yes, exactly, Kyle. Exactly. All right,
I got her.
boys, you want to do anything before we call it a night?
I am already crashed out cold. Did you want to recap to last night for Anthony's split personality?
Yes. So I forgot to say this at the beginning of the session because I was so excited for my little mystery that I came up with. So Alkalin, last night, when you went to sleep for the day, because you had taken 2 different classes and there was mysteriously a second Alkalin, you had a dream that night about the other class. And typically your dreams are a bit more confusing and kind of nonsensical, as dreams often are. Anyone who's had a dream knows they can be kind of weird, but this one was like crystal clear, like watching a fucking movie. And it was like a full the entire time you were asleep, it was like a full 8-hour long documentary about Alkalin taking the class that you didn't attend. And when you woke up in the morning, you had full recollection of both classes.
Nice.
What happened to the second Alkalin? When did he disappear?
He left class, and that was the last we saw him.
He just walks out the
No.
door, and I'm just like, "Where'd you?"
No,
Yep. Poof.
nobody knows.
I guess this was the fake one.
You blinked and he was gone, pretty much.
The real one.
Another-
was Rampart.
Another of the subtle enchantments cast on the school.
The real one's just in his dorm, like eating. The 2 ones are actually both fake. And the real one's like in his dorm doing his own thing.
Working on his alchemy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fucking Terminator situation. You're gonna have to hunt him down and kill him.
Oh my God.
Oh man, that would actually be a super dope arc though. Like someone
That'd be a
infects
cool
enchantments, and all of a sudden, like the other Alkalin doesn't like fuse back, and next thing you know, he's becomes like an evil twin.
Right?
Whole mini.
Grows a mustache.
Whoa.
He goes over. He's like, I have stolen your hair tonic from Kaladesh, and I've grown a mustache.
A little mustache and goatee situation. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Let me check the chat, see if we had any questions. Doesn't look like it.
Hungry Panda wants Kyle's baby. But that's not a question.
It's a question, and the answer is yes. All right, guys. Well, I think that just about wraps it up for today. Once again, thank you for watching. If you're checking us out here on YouTube, we stream Sundays at 2 o'clock on Twitch if you want to tune in and catch the session live. Our VODs go up Friday?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm not the one that does it, so I was just double checking. Yeah. So the videos will be going up Friday, usually in the evenings, typically
5 p.m.
around about 5 p.m. Okay.
Central.
So Central. Yep. just yeah, go check it out and throw us a like, comment, let us know what you think. Questions, comments, ideas, theories, ships. All kinds of comments are valid. We'd love to hear your feedback and ideas about it. I really want to incorporate the audience more into the session, so please do throw some ideas in. I want to try to get your guys' feedback into the session and try to incorporate that. I want it to be kind of a collaborative. You know, you're part of this too. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We love you. May the shorts be with you. And we
May
will
the
see you
source be
next
with
week.
you.
May your grades always be high.